Welcome back to Tales from the Cosmic Well, an original D&D story created in real time by a bunch of weird musicians. My name is James. I'll be your king of the dungeon, and with me are Zach Wheeler,
Vivian French, or tonight I'll be Chip Cornwallis. I'm a druid. I sometimes turn into a horse.
Tom Polzine.
I will be playing the character of Clyde Wonderspice, a gnome ranger. He's seeking glory and gold and ultimately friendship. His alias for this session might be Furman Doug Wallace. That remains to be seen. I don't know if we're going to be honest with this guy. That's enough. Carry on.
Michael T. Kerr.
Beautiful, beautiful boys. It's good to see you. I'm playing Tassles the Half Orc Wizard, the physical wizard. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah, I don't remember what he wrote down on the paper. I think he probably said his name was Terry.
Let me tell you, he said his name was Terry Errold.
Terry.
and last but certainly not least, our special guest for this week, John Huxley.
I'm going to be playing a Tarkus Understudy. I'm a Dwarven fighter. I'm a union man, and I don't take no bullshit.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of magic, danger, and political intrigue in store, so let's get into it. Last week, the gang finally made it to the site of the new settlement. After establishing camp and helping to secure a perimeter, they spoke with Ayla, the captain of the Belnora Guard. She suggested that they get involved with their new neighbors to build things up around town, and they noticed a group of dwarves that seemed to need more assistance than the rest. Viv and Tassels met dwarves Tal Stonefist, Galric, Silverbeard, and of course, Tarkus Understudy, while they discussed their problems. The dwarves need resources, tools, and manpower to build their brewery and also the stone infrastructure of the town. But all of those things are miles away in the Dwarven city of Garrett's Gate. After a bit of back and forth, Viv and Tassels volunteer to join their new pal Tarkus, who will guide them and act as their liaison with the locals as they travel to Garrett's Gate and get the supplies and people for the job. Meanwhile, Clyde spent some time with his sugar glider Sherman, walking in surrounding nature and working on crafting a wooden staff. Having been close to death at multiple points while defending the caravan, he discussed his struggles with mortality with his stout, squirrely companion. He rejoined the group, and they set out on their new mission. Tarkus knew of a shortcut that was thought to be safer than the main roads, but while traversing a bog along their route, the boys were waylaid by a thick fog. On the other side was a small empty village, an ominous dead tree, and a bridged meadow along the path. While discussing the best way forward, Clyde took action and stepped onto the waterlogged bridge, which awakened a bunch of zombies in the meadow. Despite a few hiccups, including Viv accidentally snaring Clyde with a spell, the dudes were able to destroy the zombies and the mysterious tree that seemed to summon them. Without further issue, they arrived at Garrett's Gate, only to find that many dwarves were cast out of the city and were living in a shantytown in its shadow. According to clerics of Moradin, god of the dwarves, Count Everett Ordenstone, the ruler of the gate, had tragically and suddenly died. His replacement quickly arrived, one Duke Willenshire, and immediately imposed an impossibly high tax on his new citizens, and those who couldn't pay were quickly evicted from the city. Our heroes paid a visit to the Duke, only to realize that there was no reasoning with him. He claimed he was acting under orders from the king. He was pretty drunk, if I'm not mistaken. Outside the Duke's estate, a hooded dwarf beckoned the boys into a dark alley and into the sewers below the city. With a strong feeling this man could be trusted, they followed him and learned that he was actually Count Everett Ordenstone, who is now asking the crew to help him wrest the city back from Duke Willenshire. And that's where we are. So kind of let me set the scene for you. In the dimly lit tunnels of the city sewer system, Count Ordenstone removes his hood, and you're able to see him for the first time. He's rather tall for a dwarf, standing at a bit over 5 feet, with black and white bushy eyebrows and an intricately braided beard to match. His bald head glints in the torchlight, and he smiles warmly at the four of you. I got word from a reliable source, let's say, that there was a plot to kill and replace me as the leader of Garrett's Gate. So I worked with the court wizards to devise my own plan to fake my death and came underground with folks loyal to me. Guards, citizens, whoever was willing to help me fight against the invaders. As he speaks, you see more dwarves coming out of the surrounding tunnels to regard you with interest. Since the Duke took over, he's been terrorizing my people, and I haven't been sure how to stop him until now. I've heard word that the three of you saved a farmer and his wife of my county, and you managed to save a caravan from a mercenary force. Please, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you possibly be willing to help me and the people of the gate as well?
Man, of course you know we're going to do it. I mean, we just met you in this sewer, but I mean, I'm sure I speak for my compatriots. Isn't that right, fellers?
We're here to get the job done, I would say.
Tarkus, what do you
Is
think?
that what you're here for?
That's right.
Tarkus,
I
do
was
you
here
know
to get
this
the
man?
job done before you did. No, I mean I don't know him, but I know him. I've seen him.
Can,
I ain't seen
can he
him.
be
Yeah,
trusted though?
yeah, I trust him. I trust him more than
More than that drunkie
more than Tassels.
up yonder way, huh?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I mean, I like, I've seen him. I've seen him around. I don't know him, but I know
Is he a union man?
He's a union man.
That's a known fact.
him. I don't know if he's in the union, but he supports supports union causes.
Union.
Of course I do. Unions are the lifeblood of our economy and our, in our fine city.
You're the damn
City-
Jimmy Hoffa in here.
City of Craftsmen.
So you'll help me. You're gonna help?
Yes.
You
Yes.
just got to say the word. Tell us what you need. And I'm sure we're going to be more than excited, happy even to do it. What can we do for you, sir?
I knew I could count on you. And just as I was starting to think the age of heroes was over.
We are heroes.
Now, we've done some reconnaissance. At first, this new army was too many to overcome. But we figured out that if we could count on the support of 3 different factions across the city, we would have the numbers and the strength we need to take it back. The first group is the blacksmiths and crafters of the Artisan Guild. With their weapons and their building skills, we can gain an arms advantage in the fight, as well as count quite a few solid fighters amongst our ranks. Next is the
Hell yeah,
Brawlers
brother.
Club. Yes, the builders. I remember you, Tarkus. Tarkus Understudy. You are a fine craftsman. I was sorry to see you go. 1 second here.
But I love to watch you walk away. Oh, damn it. I fucked it up. Damn.
You got to ask yourself sometimes if that's worth it,
Damn it. Listen, I'm always looking to go
OOC,
for
dude.
All right. Next is the Brawlers Club. They're set up underneath the Dragon's Flagons pub, though I don't think they know that I know. We'll need their numbers and their battle prowess if we hope to win the day. Lastly, and
Can
you
I-
see...
can-
Go ahead.
Can I conjecture a question? To
You
win
may.
the alliance of the Brawlers Club, are we going to need to perhaps win a brawl against them, and maybe we could send our physical wizard in and see if he could test his boxing skills against the Brawlers Club?
I can't tell you what you'll need to do to get them on our side, but that honestly sounds pretty in the wheelhouse of what anybody might have to do a thing in this
A
game.
man can dream, though. A man can dream. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I have everything set up. What I'm going to do before I continue here is slowly bring you guys down to take a look at the map that you got from the Duke at the end of the last session. This is a
Did
map of
he-
Garrett's Gate.
Did he explain how he lost control of the town? Did I miss that?
So basically what happened was this. This is kind of was all developed at the end of the last session, which was that he heard a rumor about he has people who are all over the place. And he had a couple of his people tell him that he was about to be replaced in possibly a very violent way. So what he did was he preempted that attack by faking his own death. He kind of knew that he wasn't going to win the fight right away. So he instead took to the sewers and has been kind of secretly devising a plan to get the city back from this huge force of people.
But as far as the current management is concerned, he is dead.
Duke, the Duke thinks that that this guy, the Count Ordenstone, is passed away.
But a twist.
So he continues.
So what's the third?
He
what's
looks
the
a little
third
bit
group
like
that we need to get.
Yeah, he looks a little reticent to talk about the third group, and he says, well, lastly, and much to my dismay, we'll need magic on our side. The Arcane Order of the Raven is run by my estranged brother, Dalamar. We haven't spoken in some time, not since the king chose me over him to take charge of
That's
Garrett's
sick.
Gate.
That's sick. Sorry.
But we'll need them.
You
I
would
don't-
think that was sick, wouldn't you?
I don't know what
You
it's going to take.
unfrosted Pop-Tart of a man.
I'm gonna do a mediation session later between you two. Remind me when we're out in a nice place. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna hash this whole thing out. Okay. All right. Carry on then.
Look, I don't know what it's going to take to get these guys on board, but do whatever you can. You can travel freely through the city, but I'm afraid, cannot. Otherwise, I would do this all myself. I know the task is great, but I'm counting on you. My people are counting on you.
I'd like to see if I can get behind him. No.
Are you trying to
No, not sneaking. Just moving behind him.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, he doesn't really... He's like facing the other three guys. You get behind him.
I tap him on the shoulder and whisper in his ear,
Mm-hmm.
subterfuge.
I thought you were gonna do a trust bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
do you trust me?
I thought we were gonna do a trust fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He kind of nods. He says, "This is the kind of initiative that I'm hoping you'll be taking out there." So knowing all that you know, knowing everything that there is to do, you still want to help us?
I'm in.
You forgot one faction.
Who's
You
that?
said 3.
The rats in the sewer. I can talk to them. And I can get them on our side.
Honestly,
Every hand or
Dwarven
paw
man.
will help.
When I said subterfuge but a second ago, that's what I meant. This is my plan. Get the animals to rise up. Their horses?
You
We
meant
take their
subterranean
horses.
subterfuge.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. They won't know what hit them.
Well, I mean, anything you can do. Like I've said, we've done the math. We know the numbers. We're greatly outnumbered without these three factions. But of course, as I said, any hand or paw will help.
Do they have horses?
Do they have horses?
Like for combat?
The rats?
Are they mounted? No.
There are
These guys are
certainly
in
horses
the
in the
sewer.
city. Yeah, these
No,
guys
no,
don't have
no,
horses.
They
I'm
don't
talking
have
about the bad
horses.
guys. The bad guys.
Well, of course they got horses.
Well, are they going to come at us with
Yeah.
horses?
Probably.
Dude,
Let's find out.
let's cut them loose. Let's cut the horses loose so they can't come at us mounted style.
Maybe let's go talk to the artist.
That seems like
let's take
one
this
part
one step
of the
at a
plan.
time.
That
you guys
seems like
are
one
looking at the
part.
map, yeah.
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 So you guys, I will ping it for you. You guys are like right here, up at the top, kind of behind the manor, in the shadow of the mountain, in this like little dark alley behind this row of houses here. So you're in the sewer down there. You'd have to come up, but you'll be basically on the west side of the city, near the Artisans Guild. The Dragon's Flagons pub is like in the middle of the city. And then the Arcane Order of the Raven is all the way on the other side in the east.
Do you have a point of contact for us, perhaps, at the Artisans Guild already, or do we just need to start asking around?
I think the best bet is to start asking around, but I will tell you that the best person to talk to over there is the guild master.
That checks.
So he'll probably have a better idea. His name is Hokarth Ironwise. As far as the Brawlers Club, I don't have a point of contact, but my brother's name,
Dolamar.
Dolamar.
Yeah.
So
we'll find
does
Hokarth
Tarkus-
first.
What's
Go
going on?
ahead.
Carry on, Tarkus.
I would say, does Tarkus know any of these people personally, or is he just in the same guild?
Now, you would know Horketh.
Hokarth?
Hokarth, that's the one.
Gotcha.
I'm looking at 6 different screens. You know Hokarth Ironwise pretty well. I don't know if you were friendly with him. That's up to you. But he's been the guild leader for like 20, 30 years. And so you certainly at some point have worked with him or for him at the guild, at the Artisans Guild.
Okay.
But
Well,
he's a union man.
All right.
So it's
Good.
up to you
I don't know.
you
I don't
choose.
know if y'all have read my book on cabinetry in the Discord, but all right. Well, I would feel confident that we take a stroll down there, and we're allowed to be in the city and walk freely according to what we was told. So let's just have a walk on down to the guild, and I'll talk to him, and we'll see if we can strike up an understanding.
I might head for the Dragon's Flagons in the meantime and see who's punching who.
Are we splitting the party? Is that what's happening?
No,
Yeah.
I think we got to stick together.
I really want to be there for that. So
We should stick together.
I think
for
we should
sure.
stick together, and I think we should do this in the order as it was laid out. I think
Let's do
that
it,
our
man.
first step is to go speak with Hokarth at the Artisan Guild and see if
Let
we
the
can get
let the dwarf do the talking.
Yeah, I think Tarkus has got a good grip on this particular one.
Great.
that being said, but we can then Tassels can do the talking at the physical place.
Yeah, everyone.
You're
Yeah.
Everyone
bright,
is-
smart as a whip, Tarkus. Let's get rolling, eh? All
Well,
right.
I got a whip right here. All right, so if you guys are ready, let's roll out. Unless, is there anything else, any other useful trinkets of information that you might have for us that'll help us on our quest?
I can try to answer any questions you might have. I know this is kind of a confusing situation.
I would say, hey Viv,
Mm,
let's pick up the rats on our way back, if you know what I'm saying.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to head back up to the surface.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, are you looking for rats on your way up?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always looking for rats.
I
Okay.
will be also keeping my eyes sharp for Sherman.
Yeah. Sherman is doing
Yes.
important espionage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'm going to use your passive perception, Clyde, as far as the Sherman is concerned. What's your passive perception?
14.
Cool. That's actually very high. Great. And why don't you give me a nature check there,
Of course.
Viv? See if we can get.
A horse. 7.
You don't see any rats on your way up. It's
Here's
clean.
another question. Is the bird still following me from last week looking for fish?
He's on the
Oh, we
outskirts
do
of
owe
town.
him fish.
He's waiting for his fish.
Ah,
Can you, Jim, I'm sorry, can you I want to make sure I have that stat right, if it does seem high. The passive perception.
10 plus your wisdom score.
Okay,
Wisdom
so
modifier.
I saw that said perception and I added my perception skill to it. So my wisdom modifier is just +2. So would
So
my
it's 12.
passive perception be 12 then?
Copy that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
What's going on with the bird? What do you think about with the bird? Let's get that resolved before we start moving through.
I was gonna get him some fish and see if I could talk him into being our scout for a little while.
Would you like to do that before you guys go to the Artisans Guild?
Yeah. Real quick,
All right.
What was his name?
That's a great question.
I didn't write it down. I feel so terribly.
His name was fucking Monkey.
It's Lyle. name is
His name
Lyle.
was Lyle.
Lyle,
right.
that's
I
right.
should
It
have
was-
remembered
yeah,
that.
Lyle Lovett, one of the great songwriters of our day.
Yeah.
I have a lot of notes, folks. If things get lost, I have a lot of very Physical Wizard 2, The Gift of Death is something I've written down here for some reason.
Yep, because that's the second album in the
Well,
series.
yeah.
I have a lot of strange non sequiturs written down in these notes, but Lyle is the name of the bird. What are the three of you guys doing? Are you going to be joining Vivian as he goes to talk to the bird?
Hell no.
Well,
That's his own
is he
side
calling
quest.
the bird over to him, or does he need to walk
Is
all
the
the way back
bird
to the
with
city
him
wall?
in the sewer right now?
No,
Yeah,
the
where
bird is on the
Lyle?
outskirts of town.
Listen,
Oh man, that's way too far. Let's bring him a fish on our way out,
Yeah.
right? Are we gonna leave town to find a fish
We're
for
going to
this
go to the
bird?
Artisan Guild right now.
I think
Listen.
that's exactly the case.
listen, give me a second. I'll be back in a jiff. I'll,
How
I'll
about
meet you at the
meet
Artisan
us at
Guild. Yeah.
How long? I ask is this the Count or the Duke? There are a lot
This
of
is
royalty
the count.
names.
Okay. The Duke is the drunken asshole who's
Duke
like
drunk.
currently running the town.
D. Great.
Yep. The Count Everett Ordenstone
Courageous.
he's the good guy. In theory.
D.
That's like what your take of the situation is.
Cool. Yeah. How long of a walk would it take to get to the outskirts of town for our friend here to get to his bird partner?
I mean, to get to the outskirts of town and get back into the Artisans Guild, I mean, it would take him all of about, I don't know, half an hour, I want to say, maybe
okay.
20, 25 minutes. Like this can happen. We can make this work.
Okay. If it's not going to be a huge trip, then I say go for it, Viv. You got to do right by your allies wherever you can find them. That being said, I will not be going with you, so send my best regards to our friend Lyle.
How do you know his name?
Because Chillman in chat just told me
Okay.
I'm omnipotent as long as I have chat by my side. And where there was one set of footprints, that was chat carrying me.
So
The rest of us will go to the Artisans Guild then and meet him and meet Viv there then.
great. Vivian
Before
takes
agreed.
off. He sprints. He just like breaks for Lyle. I imagine he's gonna stop at like a kind of a market stall to grab some kind of salted fish for the bird.
If there's fresh, that's what I'm going for.
Indeed. Yeah, you can find some fresh fish on the way out. That the rest of you guys head over to the Artisans Guild. All right, let's find that in the old. You approach what is certainly the most interesting and well-built structure in all of Garrett's Gate, the Artisan Guild Hall. An enormous forge and furnace are on the front of the building, and you watch as smiths of all races work wondrous items at anvil stands in a large square. On either side of the forge, two sets of large, ornate, dark wooden doors stand open, leading into an impressive great entryway lined with tables full of crafts and wares. You guys see like people are just kind of, they have like an open market. You can tell that the population of the town is slowly going down because it's not crazy busy. Tarkus, when you were here last, this place was full of townsfolk, tourists. Like this was a destination. This is a very special place where you can kind of
Red
find
meat
things
off
you
the
would-
bone.
Very much so. So you see this kind
you
of
say
like
terrorists.
tourists.
Oh, okay, all right.
The mind hears what it wants to, Mike. So you guys are in this place. It's still
Are
fairly
they selling
busy.
copies of my book here, or is it out of print?
Actually, that's a great question. High or low?
Hi.
You see at one stand in particular, they have 2 copies left. They're a little dusty, but they are on display.
Chat, you can refer to Discord to see what my book looks like. Okay.
A true treat. So,
So we're gonna survey the scene, and we're Tarkus should know whereabouts to find the leader of the guild because he's been here before. He knows like where his office or whatever would be.
yeah, you know that he's located on the 2nd floor. So this is just kind of this like open, almost marketplace, where all kinds of goods and services are available. On the 2nd floor, you have kind of where the leaders of each facet of the guild hold their offices. So you have, weavers, like, the weavers kind of faction.
Fighters.
You have carpenters, you have blacksmiths, you have all these different factions whose leaders are up there. But the leader of the whole guild is up on the 2nd floor at the end of that hallway.
So is there in this market area, is there anybody selling potions?
Mm-mm.
No potions.
No, you're seeing a lot of like crafts and furniture.
I could get a nice terracotta pot, but no potions.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, unless anybody else sees anything that they might find useful, I think we should just head up here and talk to our boy.
I think that's the way. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a lot of gold to deal with right now. I think we got to finish a quest and get some loot before, and then we can come shopping. Let's go talk to this guild leader.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Should we wait for Viv, or is he just going to meet us after we talk to this dude?
Viv is going to be a minute. You guys are going to make it here pretty quickly. So I'll cut over to Viv in a second.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go talk to him.
You guys make it to the second floor, where a row of suites ends with another large set of double doors made of ebony. What do you guys do?
Tarkus, what do you think we ought to do?
Tarkus knows that those doors are where we need to go.
That's
correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Can I roll a perception check just to see if anything is out of sorts? Because Tarkus has been here before, and I think he would know if, anything seems different or suspicious.
The only thing that you can tell that's different is just the amount of people who are here. Everything else seems to be going about as you'd expect. This is a group of people that a lot of these crafters and builders are all fairly wealthy. So these are the people who might have been able to afford the tax. So things are kind of going as normal for a lot of these folks so far.
Cool. All right. Well, then we're gonna go and push the doors open. Not shove them open, but open them respectfully.
Open them as a door.
Okay, so you're not knocking then. You're just gonna go open the doors.
It's I guess we'll knock since it's if it's a knocking situation. I trust that Tarkus knows the respectful thing to do. So yeah, no, let's knock.
Okay. Yeah, you knock, and the doors swing open effortlessly, like on this kind of breezy hinge. These huge, heavy doors. Like this thought crosses your mind, Tarkus. That again, kind of maybe for the third or fourth time in your life, like this is like such great craftsmanship that these doors, these huge, heavy doors, swing so effortlessly open. A Dwarven man with purple hair and a long braided mustache gestures to some fine stone chairs in front of a marble desk. Tarkus Understudy, it is so good to see you, my friend. And who are your new pals? Who are these guys?
What's up, brother? I'm gonna walk forward and talk as I sit down and gesture them to sit down. We got Clyde Wonderspice. He's the man of the world. And this is Tassles, I suppose. But we're here.
Your craftsmanship precedes you.
Oh, that is awfully kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you here in my humble office. Please have a seat. Just sit down. These chairs, I'm telling you, you've never sat in any chairs like these. They're so comfortable. You're gonna love them. They're gonna be so comfortable for you. They've got these cushions that I had imported from Akarsha. You'll never believe it. Well, trust me, my friend. These pillows they're gonna settle whatever kind of ligature strain you have.
Well, I'll tell you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no! I mean, if you guys are sitting down, I will tell you that these are the most comfortable chairs you've ever sat in. They're just masterfully built.
Lovely.
Tarkus, what's going on, brother? Welcome back. How are you?
Well, thank you. I've been around, and we got there so much. I had to teach these people can't go build nothing if you don't got nothing to build it out of. You know what I'm talking about? But I'll tell you, and I'm not trying to talk super loud, I understand the political situation's gotten a little tumultuous since last I was home. What's without trying to ruffle any feathers, what's your take on what's going on, man?
It has been a rough couple of weeks, with the Count and this new Duke and these new taxes. I have friends who are out in front of the city living in a tent, sleeping in a bag. It's off. It's just awful. We're all pretty sad about it here, but life goes on. We've got work to do. You know.
Well, what happened to the count? Do you want me to roll like some kind of deception or something? Because I don't want to let on that I know that the count's alive. I want to find out what this guy's policy is before I come into it.
He actually, you don't have to roll anything because he says, now I have it on good authority that you were sent by the late Count Ordenstone. Is that correct? Am I taking too large a leap here?
I'm gonna wiggle my exceptionally bushy eyebrows.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'm gonna Morris code out "Hell yeah, brother" with my eyebrows.
What can I do for the old codger?
Well, I'm gonna since Clive is kind of the de facto leader of the party here. If you want to just kind of outline the plan and specifically what we're trying to do, but he's a trustworthy man, and we're really just we got to take the town back, but we need y'all on our side. Clive, you want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more I can add to that, but essentially what we're trying to do is raise enough force within this town to support its true leader. And that starts with you, one of 3 factions that will be necessary to overthrow this oppressive regime that's kind of taken place in the absence of the Count. Could we count on your allegiance as we move forward?
I would love to help. I truly would. But I'm afraid I have my own problems. Our master builder, Ulrich Rattlebane, you remember old Ulrich, Tarkus, was taken by the new guard, as they're calling themselves. I may be the guild leader, but we are nothing without Ulrich. He's the reason we exist, and without him, we will soon cease to exist. We have found his location, but we're not sure what we can do about it, frankly.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we got a core group knows how to get things done. Why don't you tell me everything you know about the situation, and we'll see if we can't go get him for you.
Let's cut over to Vivian. Vivian, you've grabbed a fish. You've made it out to the outskirts of town, and on a tree not far away from the front gates, you see Lyle is perched, and he's kind of like hopping on one leg and then switching to hopping on the other leg. You can see he's like incredibly impatient.
Wow.
And he sees you. You're coming up. He says, "Oh man, dude, guy, it has been a minute. You've been gone for a really long time, and I just honestly, I thought you were playing me."
No, man. I'll tell you what, though. How do you get such good core strength? I cannot balance off my leg like you're doing that. We'll talk about that later. Here's your fish.
That's nature.
I promised you something, and I'm going to give it to you because I like to think we're friends now, huh?
He like swoops down while you're trying to talk to him and just like nabs the fish out of your hand.
Eat it, and
just
be
like
well.
Scoops it into his beak and just kind of you give him like a minute or two while he just eats the whole thing right in front of you.
Lyle, how was that?
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets, man. I don't know. I don't know.
What could be better?
What's that?
More of those fish.
Don't do this to me.
Hey, listen, I'd like your help, and I can promise you. How much do you weigh? Maybe
I don't have an answer for that, brother. I mean,
he doesn't use units of measurement.
Let me.
I think I'm about as heavy as 2 reeds and a stone. My friend.
Can I pick you up? Can I pick you up real quick?
Doesn't know how many legs a horse has.
He won't. He says no touchy.
Listen,
no touchy.
Bad touch.
Listen, I can promise you your weight in fish is what I'm telling you if you help me out.
So like one more fish.
Well, if you'd let me pick you up, I could determine this.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
It's not you, it's me. Look, hey, look.
I'm kind of a hands-on guy.
We had a deal, and I fulfilled my end. You fulfilled your end. I feel as though we've satisfied the requirements of this arrangement. I feel as though we've satisfied all of the outstanding pieces on the ledger, and I sure would like to get moving. I got a schedule to keep to, brother. I've got to keep moving.
Do you not want more fish?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Ha ha! That's a dirty 20.
I love that you have +1 to persuasion. Look, I do want more fish. That's something I would like. What did you have in mind? What do you want from me?
Listen, we got a problem in this town. I need you to be my eyes in the sky. I need you to fly above. I need you to report back. Hang with me for a day or two, and we'll get you all the fish you can eat. And then you go back, you live your life. You can stay in that stinky swamp if you want to, eating all the frogs that you want.
Look,
You can say it. He's not here right now.
look, I just want to say, as much as I like this idea of free fish, here's what I don't like, okay?
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of hovering around this gross city with its gross people. I don't want to be around any of these people. I'd prefer my life A, back at the bog, or B, further down my migratory route.
You're late. Are you late?
I'm late.
Oh, man.
I'm late. It's the spring. I'm trying to get back to my house. So here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I will give you, in 5 minutes, I will try and give you an overview of the city, or I can stay with you, other than trying to go up in the air and come down and find wherever you are. That's just too much. That's too much
Listen,
work.
tell you what. Give me an overview. We'll get you another fish here. What I need to know is where there is a horse's stable for the soldiers, and where you see any animals within the city, just in your overhead view. And I need to see the defenses of the castle.
Where should I meet you when I'm done?
It's just 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I'll wait right here.
Okay. He heads up.
Actually,
all right.
I got to go get the fish, but yeah.
All right, cool. So the three of you guys are back in the room. He says, all right, so here's what I know. They took the master builder, and I don't know what they had plans. They had some kind of plans for him. They had something they wanted him to do. And then, here's the thing. We found where they're holding him. We know that there's some amount of guards there, but that is where my information ends. I do not have, I don't know how many people are in the house with him. There's one guard outside the house. There's probably more inside the house. The Duke has come and gone from the house. I do not expect he will be back.
I think this is a perfect time for my favorite type of my favorite mother sauce, which is espionage.
That's a mighty good idea. I mean, if this guy's rescued, we'd be able to be of some assistance to the Count in this little rebellion he's got planned. I've always liked Ordenstone, and this Duke seems to me to be a bit of a straw man. But I can mark on your map where this house is.
Can this guy be played by Joe Pesci for the rest of the? That would be great. I don't know.
I can't do a very good Pesci impersonation, but I can go.
Yeah, if you can mark it on our map and just give us any other relevant details, and then I think of, then I think we got to get all the info we can, and then we'll probably just wait outside because Viv was going to meet us here, and then we can kind of hatch a plan. Maybe do some rat reconnaissance to figure everything out.
That all sounds good to me, but listen to me, and take this however you will. As soon as you commit an act of aggression towards the Duke, things are going to get ugly. They're going to spiral quickly, unless you can do it without being seen. All right, but they're still going to find out what you did at some point, and you're going to have to deal with those consequences. Now, as quietly as you can, it sounds like a good idea to me.
Tarkus committed an act of gastric aggression against the Duke when he was in his presence, so we've crossed that bridge and burned it. But understood. So we will be careful. We will try to rely on our stealth and our cunning, and if it comes down to it, also tassels.
I thought the peanuts were for everyone. These are wonderful roasted peanuts. Do you roast these here?
That's potpourri, my friend. That's not meant to be.
Is this in-house?
I'd suggest you make yourself throw up, please.
Okay.
That plant is incredibly poisonous.
Okay, well, I'm going to take some with me.
Well, if it is poisonous, maybe we should be like, actually, could we take some of that potpourri? That might be useful for Clive if we need to taint our weapons to take someone out quickly.
My name is Clyde, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Tarkus.
Clive, like Tarkus knows this, but he doesn't understand this.
Let's hit the flag and.
Oh, you guys are just moving on to the next place?
Well, hold on.
I disagree with that strategy.
Hold on, Dwarf.
Okay.
I disagree with your strategy because, as you know, as he just said, we're immediately going to get known by all of the guards, and they're all going to come start looking for us, which is severely going to hinder our trying to collect the next two factions. So we need to make contact with the next two factions before we go alerting all the guards to our presence by trying to break someone out of prison.
That's a good point. I think, I think, you know what? Unless that totally breaks the meta, I agree with that. That's a good point.
Plus, who knows? Each faction could have somebody kidnapped, and they're all in the same house. Who are you going to know who to free?
Shut up, fish boy. You're not even here.
This is true.
But can we get back to, can we steal, would the potpourri be useful to steal to poison our weapons with?
You can have as much potpourri as you want, brother. I can have it.
I'm taking some with me.
Yeah.
I highly suggest you stop eating that. Vivian, so Lyle returns, and he says, there's stables at some place, but they seem to be empty. There's all kinds of small little rats running around, but yeah, like little rats and little just stray cats and stuff. But man, I don't see too many animals that you can recruit or talk to.
How do you know my plan?
Or bribe, perhaps? Well, because look, I'm just a bird, man. We've been hanging out for 2 episodes. I'm not entirely sure how this happened.
It's because I only roll high when I'm persuading birds.
Mm-hmm. It seems so.
And you know how that goes, Lyle. Listen, let's get you a fish. I appreciate you. Last thing I asked you to check out. What's the castle defense looking like?
Well, let me tell you. There's a lot of dudes out there wearing this uniform. I imagine they're guards. There's a lot of them. There's like lots of them. If I had to give you a number, I probably couldn't even do it.
Wow. Yeah, you could
100 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus. And
all
that's
right.
just the guys I've seen roaming around. That's not, there's a barracks of some kind. A lot of people coming in and out of that big castle.
Lyle, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not the information I thought I'd get from you, and I'm not one to walk back on a deal, but I wouldn't say you've earned a whole fish. But I'm going to get you one because of the principle of the matter. But man, you kind of really took a turn in the off week here between episodes.
I'd like to be very clear about the very, very, very vague direction I was given before I flew out into the sky. I just want to be clear about that, but I understand your disappointment here. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to offer you. And here's the thing. I want you to double down on the fish, and here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to perch on your shoulder, and I'm going to help you out for a day or two, all right? And then you're going to give me 2 fish, and then I'm going to pretend I never met you again.
Lyle, I like the way you think. I'm glad that we could come to this agreement and that we could both redeem ourselves in one another's eyes. And I hope that we can be friends after all of this is over.
Do you have anywhere to be right now? I feel like we've been doing this for a very long time.
Oh! Lyle, we got to go.
He jumps up on your shoulder, and you guys rush over to the Artisans Guild. And as these guys are leaving the guild to move to the next kind of location, they're discussing what the most prudent next course of action is. You do make it there, and so the four of you guys are reunited.
I found my bird.
Hey,
Viv brought lunch.
The bird should try these peanuts.
He looks very interested. The bird looks very interested. Are you going to feed the bird
Come
the
here,
potpourri?
little boy. Come here.
He goes to eat it. Clyde does not seem like he wants to stop it.
I mean, I don't know what this bird eats. We'll see.
What are you feeding him, Tassels? What'd you find there?
He eats it and throws up.
Oh,
And most of a fish comes out of this bird onto the city streets, and he says,
Whoa.
"Ah,
Now you can
bird
grab
and
him
my-
with even more fish.
my fish!
Oh.
It's
Oh.
gone now."
well, just
Oh.
eat it. I bet your mother, that's home cooked meal, just like your mother used to make,
That's
bud.
disgusting.
Oh.
I cannot believe you would suggest that I eat what I just threw up. But look, I got 2 fucking fish coming to me, so I'm in it for the long haul.
Tassels, don't you hurt my bird.
So peanuts and birds, it's not happening. I
Yeah.
understand.
I'm gonna need you to make a fortitude saving throw as well. There,
Oh, you
Tassels.
think I'm not ready
I
for
would-
this?
You've been
Tassels, we were
popping
going to
the-
turn him at Tassels. Just trying to make, that's the opposite of making foie gras.
Oh,
We were going to make him into foie gras, and you made him throw up. That's the opposite.
the
That's
bird
wow.
throwing up makes you feel pretty nauseous, and
Yeah.
eventually you do actually toss your cookies.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Okay.
barfing in this campaign
Yeah.
that I'm not incredibly
I'm not into
stoked
it.
about
I'm
it.
not into it.
So now
Let's move on. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
100% your fault.
Let's move on, right? To
I've
the
been the one puking this whole time.
I think we're on the way to the brawl. The
Yeah.
brawl club.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to the Dragon's Flagons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's jump back up here.
I have super high intelligence and very low, I guess, constitution because
You guys like make your way over there. You're seeing a lot of new guard, as Hokarth told you they like to refer to themselves. The new guard is running all over the city. There's so many kind of contingents of troops and all these different like little battalions that are running around on watch. It is pretty scary how many of them you're seeing. But you guys make it to the pub. When you enter, there are 2 people inside the dimly lit establishment. A burly half-orc behind the bar and a Dwarven man standing in the open kitchen door, smoking what smells suspiciously like wizard leaf from a long, narrow pipe. The half-orc greets you gruffly. "Evening, gentlemen. Can we help you?"
cheers.
Yeah, could we get a couple of drinks real quick? We just we've had a long day, and I think a pint would do me just right.
"Yeah, gents, come on in. We got lager."
I'll log that.
He pours you some drinks in these big oaken mugs and hooks you guys all up. All right, it'll be 1 gold piece for all 4 drinks.
Oh, I got it covered. I
Oh.
got it here.
really.
Man, so what's your name, friend?
My name is Glenn.
Glenn, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Clyde. I've got my friends here, Viv, Tarkus, and Tassels. How long have you worked at this particular establishment? Out of curiosity, if you don't mind my asking.
I've been here 30 years.
30 years. Must be a pretty good gig if you've been here that long.
Well, I own the place, so yeah, I would hope so.
Oh, really? Well, how's business been lately? Seems like a little bit of a vibe in the air, if you know what I'm saying, in regards to this town.
It's bad vibes.
It's a little slow. What with the new Duke seeing fit to throw all my damn customers out of the city.
You know, I just can't have that. If there's one thing I hate, it's, when you got an empty bar. I like to have a good raucous environment. Wouldn't you agree?
Depends on the night, but yeah, I mean, ruckus people tend to spend more on alcohol to stay ruckus, as they say.
Well, what if I told you that I had an idea, I had a plan, possibly even, to increase business for not just your business, but for all the businesses in this town who are currently being squashed by the current management.
Man,
I'm listening.
Now, I don't want to presume I don't want to overstep here. I don't want to say that I know anything about you or your business, but let's just say that we're looking for. We're looking for. Actually, can I roll an insight on this guy real quick? I want to find out. Can I shoot it straight with this guy, or do I need to kind of be?
Roll me an insight
cautious?
check.
Can I assist with that as
Yes.
a half orc friend?
Yeah. So roll with advantage there, Tom.
Okay, there's a
Okay, I
15, which is
rolled it.
already pretty good, but let's just see if we do better.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
15 twice. And I don't have insight, but what is insight? Let me check. That's wisdom. So that's gonna be a 17 total.
This guy is a little difficult to read, but you feel like, I mean, you probably don't necessarily have to like mince words with him, but you don't know necessarily how he's going to react to what you're going to suggest.
Is
Like
there anyone else in here besides that dwarf that's smoking?
Just the two of them.
Okay. I'd like to kind of speak in hushed tones.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, we've heard that there's a little bit of a side gig going on underneath here, a little bit of a brawl club. Again, I hope I'm not misstepping here by even bringing it up. But what we're attempting to do, my compatriots and I, are to kind of forge an allegiance between three different factions in this town. What we're trying to do is we're trying to raise our strength to kind of overcome this particular oppression, to kind of step to this drunken duke, and we're trying to toss him out the window. Are you in or are you out? Can we talk to your brawl buddies? What's up?
Give me a persuasion check, Tom, and give it to me with advantage.
All right.
That was dope.
Oh.
Well, that's just a 5, by the way. Damn it. What's going on with my dice? That's just a 5. That's just a 5.
So he looks for a moment, thoughtful, and then he says, "That business, the business about the brawling. I mean, look around. It's a nasty rumor. I'm afraid there's no truth to it. We have a lot of tourists coming in, asking questions. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
I don't see
for
many
you.
tourists in here, friend.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people in general. It's I mean, it is the early part of the day, and most of my customers are sleeping in tents. But look, here's what I can do for you. I'm gonna go get you a little bit of food. I'm gonna give you the food on the house. All right. I'll go cook you something up. He goes back into the kitchen.
Can I roll a perception or an investigation on whether or not this is nefarious food?
You can give me an insight check.
Already established you're not good at finding nefarious food.
Well,
As he was eating poison potpourri.
Is there any way that I can interject
do-
and maybe try a second persuasion just as a local?
16.
Let's go with what Tassels sees first.
Yeah.
With your insight check, Tassels, you can tell that as soon as Tom mentioned like the side gig brawls, this guy Glenn looked kind of alarmed, like, how the hell did you know about that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
But he got it under wraps pretty quickly. So Clyde didn't necessarily notice it, but you kind of saw that happen in real time. And he looks like he's trying to get out of the situation. So he's like going into the kitchen. Tarkus, he's kind of making an expeditious retreat. He's going very quickly. You kind of like speak up to try and get his attention. And he says, "I'll be with you guys in a minute." But you see the dwarf keeps the door open for him into the kitchen and lets the door close behind him.
Hang on, man. I'm on a
And
diet.
he's
You
just
can't
standing
feed
smoking.
me anything.
Can I go down a rabbit hole for a sec? I would love to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. You cast Unseen Servant in a loud, clear voice, and the dwarf standing in front of the kitchen door says, what kind of magic is this? What kind of trickery bullshit is this?
Hold on, small friend. I'm here to help.
Oh, we're all just small to you, aren't we?
And I would like to command
Yep.
the unseen servant to walk about the bar, clean up the bar, wipe down the seats, put the clean glasses back on the shelf, all invisibly and very much like a Disney movie.
So he watches as all this stuff kind of happens, and he comes over. He says, I was pretty put off at first, but that was really very nice of you. And he
You
kind of
live
like
in fear because you're ignorant,
he
and
looks
I won't
around.
hold that against you.
He like looks around, trying to make sure that Glenn isn't around. And he just goes, "Look, come with me."
Oh yes.
And
Deal.
he leads you guys to the back right corner of the pub. He looks around again to make sure no one is looking, and he slams his fist on this table in the back corner. He slams it on it twice. Waits a moment, and then he bangs 3 more times. On the third bang, the entire booth slides to the side to reveal a well-lit stairway. As soon as the booth is moved, you hear loud cheering and booing from below, as well as the loud voice of an announcer. Ooh, a mean left hook from Jarvis. That's going to leave a mark. And Caleb with the counter. Oh, baby.
Dude, Clyde is about this right now. Let's go.
The dwarf kind of...
Tarkus is about this also.
The dwarf kind of like, hurry up before he comes back. Have a good time, boys. And if you'd like to place a bet, you can see old Henry. Back bleachers on the left.
Oh, I can't wait to find old Henry. Let's go. Let's go.
You guys going down?
Can I
Yeah.
just,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just as they're going down, I would love to just transact one final little piece of the puzzle with Mr. Dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And I slide him 20 gold pieces.
You have 20 gold? Where'd
Yeah,
you
we
get
all
that?
we all have like 100 gold.
We
or
all
something.
got paid like 120
We
gold
got-
or something like
yeah,
that.
we got paid.
Oh, we did? Man,
Yeah.
I must have missed
Here, you
that.
buy-
I thought I
you
had
buy
10
wizard
gold. this whole
leaf
time.
off the.
I'm buying some wizard leaf off the dwarf.
Oh, are you actually asking for... he gives you a full 3 rolls of leaf. Like,
I
the
love
20
that.
gold is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he just, like, he knows exactly what you want immediately. He goes...
No verbal communication. Yeah.
He says, have fun down there. Don't smoke it all in one place.
That's what my dad told me.
As you guys reach the bottom of the stairs, the full sights and sounds of this underground arena hit you. Before you is a large kind of stone stadium lined on either side by a few rows of bleachers with a respectable audience despite the recent evictions. 2 men, a dwarf and a human, trade blows at center stage. Their hands are wrapped in white strips that seem to light up with a red glow every time they hit each other. After a few big hits are landed, finally the dwarven man takes a few steps back from his taller opponent and then runs and jumps up into the air, planting an audible strike that puts the human on his back unconscious. The crowd goes wild, and the announcer screams, I can't believe it! Caleb wins! Caleb wins by a knockout! Get this guy a fire whiskey and a hot tub, ladies and gentlemen. So this is where you guys are. Let me go ahead and show you what you're looking at. Alrighty, yeah, you guys see that there are metal drains built into the middle of this stone arena floor where the blood of one recent human who has been knocked out and had his eyebrow split open is kind of pulling and collecting and then going down one of the drains. This is where you guys are. This is the Brawlers Club. Welcome.
Nice.
Can I grab Tassels real quick and like whisper something to him?
Yes.
Tassels, you should we need to get some of that wizard leaf and potentially roll up some of that wizard leaf with some of this potpourri that we got.
That's absolutely right.
Just in case we need to bum any out. We got these ready to go.
That seems nefarious. Let's
All right, I'm going to take 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes and I'll be right back, all right?
2 minutes, he
I'm
says.
going to do the same.
Yeah, same.
All right.
I'm just glad we're all right. Yep, in the underground bunker, rolling dirty joints.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, they're stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about these President's Choice honey roasted
Oh,
peanuts, my friend. I can't
yeah.
get enough of them. I'm so sorry to
Oh,
be eating
man.
on stream. I would never do this. I'm a professional. I
This
showed up on time. I show
this
up on
is
time
this
all
is
the time.
a this is a bar stream. You're supposed to vibe out,
But I thought it would be funny if I was eating peanuts and they were like, oh, like if the dwarf had set some out. But
I'm a little disappointed by Lyle's behavior. I thought we were tight after last week.
well, you did abandon him.
Uh, eh, all right. All right.
I wonder if different types of peanuts have different ASMR qualities to them.
If they're candied, it's very crunchy, I would say.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Versus when I was listening to you eat a cheese sandwich while we played games last night.
I knew about that. I just had it. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it was going to be a peanut butter sandwich, Lord Bale. I thought I was being handed a peanut butter sandwich, and then when I bit into it, it was a cheese sandwich. You know what we had for dinner this evening?
What'd you get?
Is I rolled up some pepperoni and some cheese in a tortilla, and I folded it over, and
Yeah.
it became a little pizza quesadilla.
Pizza quesadilla.
And it was, let me tell you, a real blessing.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll have you on the cooking show next time.
God, I would love nothing more. That would be really fun.
I better take my 2 seconds. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure that there was some conversation going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to be clear that we should only put the potpourri in half of the joints, so that way if there's somebody that just so we're prepared for anything.
That's right.
Was this your plan originally, Tassels, or did this develop organically?
No, this is amazing. This is incredible. I think having a couple of a couple of rockets in the pocket is never going to hurt you.
Oh, boys. Boys, oh, boys.
I'm ready for some brawling, potentially some gambling. I'm here for this.
You're in the den of iniquity.
Is that what it's called? Is there a sign scrawled on the wall or something?
No, it's they call themselves the Brawlers Club. It's not fancy. It's not put on. You probably heard rumors about it when you were living here. As you know, Tarkus probably heard a little bit about it, but I don't want to. Do you feel like maybe Tarkus has been here before, or because
that's what I was going to ask. Even if he hasn't, I know he's associated with the other guild. He may not have been here, but I was going to ask if maybe he knows some people, or if I can roll a perception just to see if there's anyone in the room that I know or have any kind of history with.
Now, I don't want to speak out of line here, but you're in the Artisans Guild, Tarkus, yes? I imagine you probably have some access to some of that seedier underground, you're all you're artists, you work with your hands, you probably have some intel to this sort of establishment.
This is a really well kept secret. The Count knows because he knows everything. He knows everything about the city. This is the only really good place to get food in town. So the magic words and stuff around this hidden kind of club are really powerful. Unless somebody tells you about it, you don't know it exists. But I would probably suggest.
Well,
you might know.
I probably know a person or two
vaguely
here, even
about
if
it.
I haven't been here.
Yeah, I mean,
is there anyone in the
15-ish
room
years?
that I recognize?
Go ahead. Actually, high or low. We're gonna do another percentile dice roll.
Hi.
you know a few people, not too many by name, but who you do know is Henry. Henry, is one of the co-owners of the Dragon's Flagons. She is Glenn's wife. She's a Dwarven woman. She sits in the back left corner. You can see her. She's got scars that cover her face and hands. You know that she's, a soldier who retired, married Glenn, and the two of them bought the Dragon's Flagons, and she is running the place.
Can you tag her on the map, please?
Yeah, as soon as I pull the map back up.
And I feel like we should probably wait for Tassels before we do anything. But I think in the meantime, maybe just Tarkus can walk over and have a conversation with her since we've met, and maybe if the gang is cool, just keeping a weather eye.
There she is. I tagged her a few times for you.
I'm gonna go start making deals with old Henry.
Okay. Well, then we're walking over there together, brother.
Because old Henry is the one who's doing the bets too, right?
She is running the bets.
Just Henry.
Yeah, her name's Henry, but she is like, older Dwarven woman, past her middle age.
Well, let's walk over there and have a word with her.
Yeah,
Mr. Wonderspice. And yeah, Viv, if you're coming too. All right.
Why not?
Do we want to wait for Tassels to come back, or are we just going to keep cruising?
You're the DM. What do you think?
Yeah, that was my question.
I think Tassels is going to want to be here for this. Let's give him a minute or two, and we'll keep things going. We got a lot to get through. So,
is there another fight? Is there anything interesting that we're watching while we're waiting for Tassels?
That last fight is still being cleaned up. The kind of the electric excitement in the crowd has started to die down a bit. People are kind of going to conversation, and you see groups of people are kind of standing up from the bleachers and all kind of standing around.
Can we go
circles?
Can I approach the winner and just like tell him good fight and bum him a joint and be like, good fight, brother?
What are you doing handing out my joints?
I have a plan. It's good. It's not it's not a dirty joint. It's a good one.
Okay. Yeah. So this guy is cleaning kind of blood off of his face. He's unwrapping his hands. And you walk up to him. You say, good fight. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to have big conversation, just trying to sow some goodwill as we're on our way across the room to talk to Henry.
And you offer him the joint, and he actually he puts a hand up. He says, "Yeah, we actually get tested, so it's a bad idea."
All right, this isn't as underground as it used to be in my day, boy.
A lot of things aren't as underground as they used to be. Look around; the city's falling apart.
I got a card, so you got to get you a card. But yeah, let's go talk to Henry.
So before you guys go back, so Henry, as I said, is in charge of the Brawlers Club. Mike, you missed this, but I'll kind of go through it. Dwarven woman, scars that cover her face and hands, clearly a very practiced fighter, well into her middle age, but you can still see that she's incredible. She's in incredible fighting shape. You see her handling some bets and other business. She sees you guys and says, "Hey, oh, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Brawlers Club. If McAllister lets you in, you must be good for a bet or two, huh? You guys want to get involved in a bet? What are you doing here?"
I'd like to
I'd love to know who's the next contestant, but you better believe I'm trying to throw some coins in this hat.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to bet on my friend Tassels here.
I'll double
as well.
we
Tarkus is going to bet against Tassels.
We take challengers. We do. So we'd accept the challenge. Is that what you're here to do? You're here to bet on your boy here?
Have you seen
Yes.
this man?
He's a physical wizard.
I'd like to turn to Tassels. I'd like to look him in the eye. I'd like to look up into his eyes. The good 4-foot difference, at least. Tassels, how you doing, buddy?
I'm underground.
Now, do you feel like maybe fighting your way out of this underground?
These idiots? Sure.
You think you got what it takes? I think you do. I see the fire in you. I knew
Absolutely.
the moment I asked you to hoist me on your shoulders. I knew you had the fire in you.
It's
I have
certainly
a
not.
po-
It's certainly not going to help us, overwhelm the count and take this city back. But
That's not
I'm,
important right now.
I'm happy to do it.
Here's the thing, Tassels. I think that these people could rally behind you. I think that if you step up and if you show a victory and if you give it your all as the physical wizard, the only one I know, I think these people could get behind that cause. Let's put a face.
I think there's some important information we're missing here, and that's is Tassels allowed to use any of his wizardry in said confrontation? What are the rules?
Tarkus, I
Henry.
appreciate your concern, and I'm sure we're going to find that out. But even without his magic, would you look at Tassels here a moment? Just
No,
look at
I'm
what I'm looking
on all fours. I'm here. I don't know what that means, but I'm here. It just felt right.
Freudian slip.
I'm on all
We're gonna
fours.
just blow right by that one and say, I'm gonna say, Tassels is gonna say, well, let's ask them. Hey, Henry,
Yes, yes, sir.
will you help me take down the Duke if I win this next fight?
Yes.
You want us to get involved in politics?
Hell yes, I do.
You're
Yeah,
dang
right.
right he does.
Let the king's men play their little games, and we'll play ours.
Oh no, there will be no game for you to play if the king comes to this town. If the Duke stays in power and the king rules over and comes over with he's going to have his giant thumb and just crush this town.
And if I could say this, Henry, as far as politics are concerned, if you ain't playing, you're being played. That's what I
exactly
know.
right. That's exactly right.
You can get involved or you can get
Where's the
smushed.
band tonight?
Yeah.
I want a persuasion check from one of you guys with advantage.
I don't have any charisma. Zero charisma. Oh, what's up with these dual rolling
God.
dice?
You got to be kidding me. I'm giving you everything I got here because my charisma is only 1. So you got to throw me a bone.
I got a charisma of 2. I can throw.
Did you want to piggyback off of what they said?
Yeah, I can jump into this conversation. I mean, I am after all a dwarf. What am I rolling? I got a charisma.
Well, what
of
do you
2.
say first? What do you say to piggyback on what these guys have said?
Be like, listen. If the tide rises, all the boats float, brother, or something to that effect. Someone told me once. And I understand.
This is Tarkus. This is Tarkus. Understudy. I couldn't remember your name. This is Tarkus Understudy from the Artisans Guild, and they've already signed up to join us in this fight. Are you going to be cowardly to the artisans? Are you less than the artisans?
Roll me
I
a
think-
deception check, and then I want a persuasion check from Tarkus.
Poor Tarkus was rudely interrupted.
Yeah. So what, Tarkus? You finish your thought there.
No, but I don't like getting involved in politics either, man. But if the economy's bad, if there aren't people in the bar, you're not going to have people here betting. If people ain't making money, they ain't got money to come bet. You can't just rely on people trying to make rent betting on fights. You gotta give some to get some. We got to help everybody out. As underground as it is, this is a cornerstone of this town, and we need to come together right now over me.
All right, let's get another persuasion check with advantage from you, Tarkus. Roll me 2 d20s. Give me the best result.
Best result, got a 15.
Okay,
What's your charisma at?
My charisma's 2.
so 17 total there.
Yeah.
So you see, she thinks, and she says, "Okay, Okay, a proposition. You mentioned the idea of a wager. I have 4 of my best fighters here tonight. You can send your best in with my best fighter for my best fighter, or all 4 of you can join my guys for an all-out melee.
Can
if
we?
you win,
Oh,
Okay, sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
if you win, we'll open up our tunnels down here and join your count in the sewers. I've heard that's where he's been operating out of. Don't tell me, don't ask me where I've heard it. It's the best kept secret in town.
That's we came in with the idea that Tassles was going to take. We came in, we saw a one-on-one fight, and Tassles offered to do a one-on-one. I think.
Here's
I
the
think.
thing.
I think
I'd
if
like to
Tassels.
step up. I'd like to interrupt, and I'm sorry, Tarkus.
Okay.
But I think that if you're going to rally behind our cause, I think it is best that we all show what we're made of. The only real quandary that I find, the only real concern, is that your 4 best fighters, we're going to need them, and I'd hate to hurt them out in that ring. And this is, of course, Clyde, who's like maybe 3 feet tall. So
Yeah, she's like laughing, but she's nodding. She like you can tell she really likes your kind of your chutzpah.
Your panache.
She says, all right. But here's the thing. Every wager has the other side. If I win, one of you stays here and fights for me. I'll pay whoever it is and put them up in the pub, but you have to serve a 1-year contract. Do we have ourselves a deal?
Not only do we have a deal, but I'd like to put all of my gold, 129 pieces, on us to win. Is that a bet you're willing to meet?
Oh, I'll take that side bet. Are you kidding me? So here's the question. Are we going with a 4-man melee, or are we going with a best fighter versus best fighter situation?
You're looking at them. How many do you count? That's a 4-man melee.
that's a
Miss
melee
Henry.
for sure.
I've said nothing, but I'll step forward and empty my pouch of gold onto her lap.
I toss my bag of gold on top of the pile.
I empty
Me
my
too.
gold onto her lap as well.
All right. So 129 gold.
130, yeah, 131 from me.
And
Can
how
we
much
check-
from you?
100 from. I guess 100. Whatever 100 minus 25 is.
75. What's that, Tarkus?
Can we throw 50 in, and can we throw some of the joints as well?
You do
never
not speak
gave
for the
you
joints.
any joints.
Those are
We never
Tassels
rolled them.
joints.
So I'm that's the kind of guy Tarkus is.
I'd like to be clear. At every stage during this entire campaign, our friend Tassels has talked a big game about communism. And now when it comes time, when the drugs can be dispersed and given out evenly throughout the group, let it be known that he turned it down. All right.
we're putting all our money in. We're just trying to see what else, because what would she wager against the drugs? Like, I feel like we could potentially win something useful. That's all I'm saying.
We're
But
gonna
whatever.
win the whole help of all of these people.
We're going to win these
overthrow the
people
town.
as our allies and cash on the side.
Yeah,
I
and my
imagine what she said with the side bet is that she's going to meet our.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about
Well,
to
here's
make some
the
cash.
thing that I didn't tell you is that she's actually got the odds at 3-1.
Oh hell yeah!
Where you put your gold in, the
Yeah.
odds are 3-1 against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
You are unknowns, and you're going up against her 4 best fighters.
Let's do it.
Henry, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Is this strictly a physical fight?
Only fists can enter the ring.
Can you
Fist. If you cast a spell, you're disqualified, and you'll be considered knocked out.
Let me ask you this. I'm a religious man. I usually like to fight. It really lifts my spirits. If I were to summon a bear totem of my god to inspire me and my friends, it's completely harmless.
It's considered magic, and you will be disqualified and considered
Alright.
knocked out. It's nothing personal.
It's just a look.
These are the rules we've got. You don't think there's any physical wizards over on my side of the field? They all know how to cast spells, but let me tell you, they're also very good in a fight.
All right. I tried.
Let me tell you how this works. It's first to a knockout, or first to 10 hits on your opponents. If you've been hit 10 times, you're considered out. Now, we mark it with these wrappings we're going to put around your hands. They glow red every time you get a hit. So when that hit comes, we will count it against you. your damage will matter for a knockout, but not necessarily for your hits. Does this all make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I like to think we got a pretty good system. She beckons to the four guys at the other side of the stadium, and they all kind of enter the ring here. You see four brawlers enter the ring, and the four of you guys enter the ring. Hachi machi. Everybody, all the people in the crowd start to realize that something is going on, and a kind of a fervor starts to enter into this kind of crowd mentality. It starts as a low murmur and becomes an excited shout, and pretty slowly people are losing their minds, and you hear people saying melee, melee, like they're so excited to see a full all-out brawl. And she says to you guys, as you're about to enter the ring, she says, yeah, we don't get this kind of action very often. We're pretty excited. All right, gentlemen. In a moment here, I'm going to ask you all to begin your fight. Keep it clean. If I see a weapon or if I see a spell, you'll be disqualified. And I will have no recourse but to expel you from the club. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And then if we lose, she gets one of us, right?
That's right.
Sick.
You guys offered up some gold for a side bet, and you offered up one of your party to enter into a contract with her for a full year.
These are the kind of stakes that make for a story, that make for adventure. These are the kind of stakes that sell spice, is what Clyde knows. He's going to tell his kids about this one day.
Everybody roll initiative.
Clyde, let me toss you.
Yes. It's going to be a 19 for Clyde.
It's going to be a 12.
That's 11 over here.
It's my roll plus my initiative. Sorry, I'm dumb.
Yep.
15.
And Anton, if I can jump in, I think Sherman is considered a weapon, but he's also doing reconnaissance for me right now.
You haven't seen him yet.
He's in town somewhere gathering intel, but you better believe Sherman is a weapon.
That's true. But it's an unseen servant, but not an unheard servant is the problem.
And to be this is meta, but this spell is already cast.
That's right.
He's not breaking any rules.
Is there? Can I just ask a meta question while we're at it? Is there any way that any kind of deception check would allow us to cheat at all? I'm assuming not. It seems like this is a pretty lockdown situation.
I will let you know that you can try it. That is all I will tell you.
All right. I feel like it's a bad idea, guys.
You're in a completely crowded arena.
Yeah.
Trust me, Tarkus, don't go below the belt on this one.
No, I'm not. I was just yeah, you can't.
So we're not using magic, and you can't use any of your weapons. Understood. Those are easy. We can abide by that.
You can't build an omelet without breaking some eggs. All right.
I'm gonna move you guys up. Your starting positions are marked in the arena, so that you can get a good start. That in your first turn you'll be able to attack.
What am I supposed to do if there's a fire sale, though?
I'm sorry, what, a fire sale?
A fire sale.
What is that? Please describe that for me in detail as pertains to a fist fight.
Listen, I'm not going to light the guy on fire again, is what I'm saying.
I think he's responding to Notchki's comment.
Yes.
Don't light the guy ablaze.
It was a fire sale.
I would like to know real quick, can you describe what is the ground like? Can you describe in some detail? What are we standing on? What is surrounding us? I see some benches with some onlookers.
Yeah, you see some benches. There are four on kind of the four corners of the arena. It's marked by these 4 braziers.
And if we step outside of them, is there a penalty?
She
Or do we
actually
have
didn't
the
mention
floor?
that, but you seem to think that maybe you shouldn't leave the arena.
Mm.
It's I would say it's common sense that like you
So we
won't
can't
lose if
use the
somebody knocks you
room.
out.
We can't. Okay, gotcha.
No, there's no real rules outside of like just use your fists.
Is this
So-
stone ground? Is this
It's stone.
Okay.
But yeah, no rules were given to you to not leave the perimeter,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Okay.
And actually, that's a relevant question because Clyde, you see everybody gets ready to start here, and you're very like on it. You're very prepared, and you're going to be the first to go.
Okay. Is it going to take an action for me to roll a perception? Is there any dirt, sand, or dust on the ground? Debris
Between you and your opponent,
in my sight? Ideally in between me and my opponent, but just in general.
roll a perception check. I will. It's not going to take an action. We'll call it your bonus action for the turn.
That's a natural 1, James.
You become a little overwhelmed by the sound of the crowd and the lights from the braziers around, and you kind of get tunnel vision. You see
I
your
had
opponent.
a plan that I think you knew I was looking for, but as soon as the heat of battle overtook me, I'm already halfway cooked, and I'm willing to just launch myself.
Yeah, you realize that you actually have the upper hand on your opponent, that you've started kind of moving into the fight before everybody else. And yeah, so you ignore everything else.
So I'd like to move if I can. Oh, sorry. I'm grabbing the map. There we go. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I move here? 25.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm going to attack. I imagine who is this? Who am I fighting? What sort of like race? What sort of creature is this?
So this guy is not a half orc. He's an orc. This
Straight
guy in front of
orc.
you is 7 feet tall. He is enormous. The other guys, you see that there is there's 2 dwarves and a human on the other side.
I love that you went for the orc.
Yeah, this guy he's way bigger than everybody else in the room.
No, that's perfect.
And you've just gone straight towards him. And you're gonna attack him.
Yeah, I'm wondering in particular, is it possible for me with maybe an acrobatics? I want to try to get on this guy.
That'll be a
Climb
grapple check, so
him.
you can
It
go
would be a
ahead and
grapple.
roll.
So it would be an opposing strength with him. Yeah.
It's acrobatics. It's either athletics or acrobatics. So you're going to give me acrobatics. He's going to give an athletics.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that.
All right, roll me an athletics check. Sorry, an acrobatics check.
Damn.
Yeah, he rolled very well. You
Okay.
go to climb him so that you can get the upper hand, and he just tosses you off.
Damn.
Then this guy's going to step forward 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to step right up to you, Vivian. He's going to take a strike on you. You're able to dodge it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing is that I'm not actually going to describe the fight, but the announcer is. This guy steps in. I forgot for the first. Oh, and this new little guy, I have it on good authority. His name is Clyde Wonderspice. He goes for the grapple. He's thrown from the monster Ograk. Next up, looks like old Timothy is coming. He's coming up. He's coming up strong. He's going to take a strike at the other newcomer, Vivian. He takes a strike. Oh, it looks like Vivian ducks out of the way. Next up, we've got Gregor. Gregor's coming at you.
I love this. I love this meta. Just the DM is out. The announcer is in, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Gregor looks like he's got a score to settle, baby. That's a big swing and a whiff as this other half-orc here, Tassels, seems to get out of the way just in time. Tarkus.
All right, I'm gonna go. Let me see. Can I get? Am I able to get here? that okay?
You are, yeah.
Okay. I want to get there, and I want to swing on this guy and just engage with him and get his attention as tightly as possible. So I guess I'm just gonna barrel at him full speed and just swing on him. But I guess I want to grapple because I want to lock him up. Is kind of my idea here.
So you're gonna try and grapple this guy. All right, yeah. Go ahead and give me a grapple. It's a athletics check.
Strength, which is 6. Seems high, but okay. And then what? D20.
Yeah, you're proficient in athletics, so that's why you're adding your +4 strength and +2 for your proficiency bonus. So go ahead and roll D20 and add 6 to it.
Cool.
So you try to. So the announcer says, "Oh, looks like Tarkus Understudy is coming up for a grapple. Unfortunately, it looks like Barry is gonna get out of the way."
Barry.
Classic Barry.
Yeah, we got Barry Timothy Ograk.
Ograk. Yeah. Not intimidated at all. He's compensated.
And
dude.
Greg-
Clyde ain't scared.
Gregor.
Greg.
Can I do my action surge
Yes.
and
you
swing
may.
on him again?
Yeah, go for it. Are you
Big
going to try and
time.
just attack him, or are you going to try and grapple him again?
I'm gonna try and grapple him again.
All right, go ahead and roll me another athletics check here.
Woo! There we go.
Oh, it looks like
right,
Tarkus is
so
getting
that's-
underneath. He gets real low, and he just wraps his arms around old Barry. Why did I name him Barry? Good God. Yeah. All right. You've got
Because
him.
he looks like a bear. Because he's as big as a bear. That's why he's named Barry.
You've got him completely grappled. Wait, hold on. Are you going after the orc, or are you going after the guy in front of you?
I'm going after the orc.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, okay, you go after Ograk, and you do
Yeah.
end up getting the best of him. You have him in. You've got him grappled. So how do you want that to be? Do you want like him in a headlock or like a full Nelson? Like how do you want it?
I want to go for like a full Nelson. I want to get him in a position so that because Tom's right here, I want him to be, open. I just want to be able to kind of disable him so that Tom is able to, because it's going to take 2 of us to take this guy down. Is kind of my strategy here.
Gotcha. All right, Viv, you're up.
All right. I'm going to swing back here. And I'm going to try to grab Timothy and throw him into the dude right here.
So that's another grapple check here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 separate actions. I'm going to tell you right now.
All right. What's is it just acrobatics or athletic? Oh, they're the same. So 13.
You attempt to grapple him, and he just completely breaks your grapple. These guys seem these guys seem like strength is their big kind of deal. Oh, and another failed grapple from one of the newcomers. Things are looking a little rough for these guys. Tassles, you're up.
Righty.
So this guy's in front of you. He is grappled. You will have advantage on your attacks against him.
This guy?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not Clyde. Yeah, no. This guy in front of you is you're just engaged with him.
Right, and I already dodged one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would love to speak Orcish and bring my arms around like this, and I'm trying to give him a quick intimidate.
This guy in front of you doesn't speak Orcish.
I know. I'm trying to
Roll an
intimidate
intimidation
him.
check.
That, my friend, is a 13. Tell me
So
the
he
good
looks
news.
a little nervous, and then Ograk just shouts. So what are you saying in Orcish?
I say, seize the means of production.
Shouts, I think he's just speaking gibberish. Don't worry about it.
And
And,
then
he
I
steals
say-
himself.
Oh,
He's
damn it.
not intimidated, unfortunately.
Damn it. Okay. Can I just quickly say, shut up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quiet,
Alright.
you.
And then I'm going to kick him in the chest.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Shit.
Physical
Pass.
wizard.
Oh my god. And my base shit is like
So it's if you're doing it like an attack roll with your fists or with your boots,
legs. Yeah.
you're doing it strength plus proficiency.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. So, well, let me tell you that this is 4 + 5, which is 9.
Is a ranger proficient in unarmed fighting?
You guys all are. Yeah.
Okay.
The way that I see it is that before you learn to attack with a sword, you got to know how to throw a punch. I think it's silly to be proficient with a blade and not proficient in melee fighting. You throw a punch, or sorry, you throw a kick his way. He catches your boot and throws it to the ground.
He just disboot me?
Ograk's turn.
Okay.
Your boot is on the ground. You no longer have a boot.
He took my boot off?
No,
I
that's
didn't
a
mean to say
potential
that, but he
projectile,
did,
guys.
he
This
did
is
deboot
good.
you.
That is so fucking disrespectful.
Ograk is going to try to break your grapple, so roll an opposed grapple, Tarkus.
Debooted.
Is that just the same thing?
Yeah.
12.
Here's the good news. You just needed to not roll a 1. He critically fails, and he like flails in your arms, and you get this kind of thought like, this guy should be way stronger than this. He's pretty weak.
I'm gonna yell at him in aberration right then, just for no reason.
He doesn't.
And no one can
understand
understand it, but I'm just going, hey,
So you're just saying,
yeah,
like,
boy.
What does that sound like in aberration?
I'm going, yeah, boy. Anyway, okay, great. This is okay. It's going according to plan.
Ograk tries to break the grapple. He's powerless against Tarkus's power hold. Let's go ahead and get this last guy going. So Gregor, it's Gregor's turn. He's going to just turn and try and break your grapple with Ograk there. He's going to attack you. And
I thought that was Barry.
Does it matter, John? But yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no,
just-
it's
okay.
important to me. It's important to me. I got to give him names. I got to give him nameplates. Otherwise, I'm just never going to get through it.
This is Barry, right?
Iron
The
Tarkus.
Raiden, the guy with the Raiden hat is Barry.
I thought it was an afro.
what
Oh, I
is
thought it was Raiden. Anyway,
This guy who's attacking you is Gregor Vivian. No.
I'm
Good
tight,
Lord, I'm so
tight with
confused.
Tim Boy. Me and Tim,
This
we go way
this is
back.
what
A couple rounds ago.
Maybe we refer to them by the, you got color dots for them. Yeah.
No, we're the
Fine.
color dots.
We're the color dots, huh? All right.
Hold
Call
on,
him Hat.
I got this. I have them all
we're calling
named
him
now.
Hat.
Hey, Hat. Nice
The
hat.
magic of roll 20 will make it so that I never make another mistake. Another conversation mistake. Didn't I name this damn guy?
I don't know, dude. But
I'm
it won't
concerned
matter.
about what he's about the MMA he's about to do.
He's
going to
try and attack you to get you off of Ograk. So he's going to try and break your grapple. If he hits you, he will be successful. You'll break the grapple. He misses completely. You're able to, with Ograk
Yeah.
in your grapple,
Tarkus
you're able
is
to
so
like
sick.
put your leg
Yes.
up in a way where he can't get in to break your grapple. That brings us up to the top of the order. Clyde, it's your turn. You're going to attack on Ograk with an advantage if you'd like.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'd like, and as a free action, if I could, I'd like to say, I don't want to yell it, but I want to make sure Ograk can hear it. Like, you clearly don't know the stakes here, friend. And then I'd like to call a shot to his, I think to his knee, kind of like I'm trying to hit the side of his knee, trying to see if I can do some damage specifically to like his tendons, maybe to kind of like set him off balance for the rest of the fight, like kind of almost like cripple him a little bit with
All
a
right.
targeted strike.
Yeah, so that'll add +5 to his AC, but you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay. Now, one last quick question. As a ranger and someone who relies on dexterity, can I add that to my attack, or am I adding strength and
You're adding
proficiency?
strength to your
Okay.
attacks.
Well, let's go for it. Okay, so that's going to be 18.
You're going to hit him in the knee. Go ahead and roll me some damage. Add an extra. So you're going to deal a D4
Okay.
plus your strength. Roll me a D6 as well for damage.
Nice. So we'll start with the D4. That's a 4 plus 2 is 6 damage,
There we go.
plus an extra D6.
Oh!
Wow.
The sweet spot.
So that's 12 damage.
12 damage to his knee.
You don't got no knee. Wow. That
Wow.
was amazing.
You clearly don't know the stakes, friend.
Or you.
You
I want to
hear,
call him big guy.
Big guy.
You don't know the stakes, big guy.
you hear as his knee is dislocated, you hear a disgusting pop. As you hit him in the knee, he screams out in agony, and he will be moving with half speed and also rolling with disadvantage on his attacks for the rest of the time because
Big
he is
time.
now crippled. He has been crippled.
Big man.
After Clyde, Timothy's up again. Vivian, you try to attack him. He's just going to turn around. He's not going to waste any time. He's going to take a swing at you.
Uh-huh.
That's a 19 to hit.
That sounds like it beats a 14.
Okay. He's going to do 3 damage to you as he glances a blow off the side of your head.
All right.
Next up is Gregor. Gregor is actually going to 5-foot disengage here. And he's going to turn. He's going to take a whack at you, Tassles. He misses. A 12 doesn't hit you, right? I imagine.
No, it just barely doesn't.
Oh,
I'm sorry, a 12?
Yeah, does a 12 hit you?
12, yes, a 12 does.
Oh,
hit
good
me.
Lord. All right. Well, instead of missing you, he thinks he's missing you. But he catches you by surprise. He deals you 4 damage as he hits you with a fist.
Okay.
Tarkus, you're up. You got this guy grappled. What are you doing?
Tom dealt a shitload of damage. How much more damage do we need to deal this guy before he's out of the fight?
Well, that's a classic
That's
metagaming.
called metagaming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
You could
That's
roll an
fine.
insight maybe on like how he's looking.
Yeah, you don't see an HP bar.
I'm gonna. Can I just? Okay, so I got him in a full Nelson. He's got a broken knee at this point.
He looks
Can I
pretty
just-
bad.
Can I just I got him. Can I just like drop kick him off my knee and just try and catch him in the back of the head to knock him out?
Roll with advantage, and if you're calling the shot to the head, he's gonna get +5 to his AC. So you can go ahead and roll with advantage and tell me what you get.
Can I get him in the back of the neck then? Is that okay?
I mean, you can just hit him.
All right.
Roll
Okay,
again?
Roll
That-
another
that-
D20. Sorry, I don't need to jump in. I'll cool my jets.
Sorry. No, I don't know nothing. Boom. Got the 15 plus the 6, so that's gonna put me at is it because I'm doing plus my strength, right?
That's plus your strength plus your proficiency, so it's +6. Yeah. So you
Yeah, so
have
that's
21 to
gonna
hit.
put me at 21.
Before I tell you whether it hits or not, are you calling your shot? Are you trying to hit him in the head, or are you just gonna hit him?
Well, he's got that armor advantage to the head, so I guess I'm just gonna hit him.
Yeah. Okay. It definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So
This is not a
D4?
weapon, so
So this is a D4 plus your strength.
sick.
So +4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hit this guy. You hit him in the back while you're still holding on to him. He's clearly very hurt, but he's still up. These guys are pretty big.
My
Viv.
strength, I'm very dumb. I think I have 6 for strength. Is that possible?
Your strength score is an 18. Your strength modifier, which is what you add to your strength rolls, is +4. The reason that your attacks are +6 is because you add your proficiency bonus to those.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but you don't add the proficiency bonus to damage. So you add it to attacks, not to damage. So +6 to hit, +4 to damage.
Cool. Sorry, I know.
No, it's good to go through this stuff. It's always good. People, we're all learning here.
What are the two dudes in front of me wearing, by the way?
They're just kind of wearing like padded clothing.
But they have pants on, you could say.
Can I?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can I take a bonus action real quick
What would you like
after
to
I
do?
drop that guy? Is that possible?
You're
I'm
still
just
holding him,
concerned
so
about
unless you still got him.
Now, if I still got him in, okay.
He has to break the grapple on his turn once you get it.
Okay, I was thinking I was kind of hitting him and just like dropping him, but that's fine. Let's go. Let's just carry on then.
All right. Yeah, they're wearing pants.
Perfect. I'm going to I'm going to take the opportunity attack to swing around here. After seeing Tassel's boot tossed aside, I run over and I'm going to try to pants this dude so we can trip him.
That's called justice.
We're gonna do. I think we're gonna do a grapple check. That's
What if
what
it was
we're
a sleight of hand?
I thought about that, but like he knows you're behind him. You try and pull down his pants. He's gonna try and pull them back up at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a grapple check. So go ahead and roll either acrobatics or athletics.
Now I'm behind him and old Tassels is on the other side.
That's an attack. An attack would get you advantage. Grapple's not gonna do anything differently.
Check, please.
We're really quizzing you tonight, James.
That's going to be 19.
We're going to find the loophole.
19 to pants.
He's got a 22. So you try and pull down his pants and you feel for sure you've got his pants below the cheeks and he grabs them quickly and pulls them back up.
Goes horse stance, wide legs, and can't pull the pants down.
That's right. That's right. Tassels, you're up.
I also took an opportunity attack from that guy, so I don't want to cheat here. I went for the pants, I'm paying the price.
I'm gonna ignore it just because everybody's using fists. So I'm gonna say that he wasn't able to take an attack of opportunity.
He was too busy trying to get his pants back up.
Well, the other guy is running.
Timothy. You're
Don't worry about Timothy. all right?
everything's fine.
I'm just trying to get
Tassels,
away.
you're up.
Okay, where is Brittany or Harriet or
Henry.
what was her name?
Henry is in the crowd
Henry.
off to the top left up here.
Okay, top left up there. Is that where the gold is?
In theory, yeah.
Okay. So what's this fellow's name?
Gregor
Gregor is between us, and I'm going to attack him.
with advantage.
Yeah.
You guys haven't flanked. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Jeez. So 11 plus 5, which is
That hits.
16.
16 hits.
Sick.
Go ahead and roll some damage on this
Roll
guy.
a d4 plus strength. 5 damage.
Your strength is +4.
No,
It is. It's plus 3, right?
it's plus 3.
So it deals 4 damage.
4 damage. Thank you, Tom.
Sorry. I'm a real stickler over here.
No. It's okay. I'm just kidding. So that was 4 damage, and that was just a hit straight to the chest with dead eye contact. Just deadlocked eye contact. Punched him right in the chest.
Yeah, he lets out an involuntary oof as you hit him in the sternum.
That's right.
That makes it Ograk's turn. He's going to try and break your grapple again there, Tarkus. So go ahead and roll an opposed grapple check for me.
Come on, Tarkus.
Big money Tarkus.
They call him Big Money Tarkus.
Oh,
dude. That is Big Money
baby.
Tarkus.
So 18 plus
Aces.
your athletics, which I believe is 6, right?
Tarkus actually finds a new life as a
Yes.
brawler.
Dude, grappler.
That's it.
Yeah, he tries to break your grapple. You feel he does it with a little bit more strength this time. He gives you a little bit more of a buck, but you keep him in that full Nelson, and you hear him crying out in pain. He wastes his whole turn trying to get out, and he doesn't do it. That makes it Barry's turn. Barry's going to take another attack at you, Tarkus, to try and break your grapple. He rolls a nat 20.
Barry.
Oh.
You were just mocking Barry too, weren't you? You were.
I guess it was.
You
I
fired
heard
him
you.
up.
And then he rolled a nat 20. How do you feel now?
I'm disappointed.
How do you feel now?
You're going to take 6 damage as he
Oh.
crits on you. He hits you in the side, and you let go of Ograk. He is ungrappled, and you've taken 6 damage.
Sick.
Back to the top of the order, Clyde.
Do I get advantage where I'm standing currently, or do I need to move 5 feet to flank?
You have to move the 5 feet, but that's fine.
Okay.
You can go ahead
then-
and roll with advantage.
Then I will do that, and I'd like to, as a bonus action, say, you see, the stakes are way more than just the gold in the pot, you see? And then I'd like to take my attack. I'm slowly explaining what's going on to Ograk. Just a little bit each turn.
He really appreciates it.
I'm sure he does.
Just a reminder, every time you guys hit, these gloves are lighting up red. And you can tell that there's like a tally being taken of how many times you've been hit. I just wanted to remind you that is happening at the same time. You guys are dealing damage, but that's all. So Tarkus, you've
What
been hit
matters
once.
more, the damage or the hits?
It's first to 10 strikes. So if you get hit 10 times, you're out. If you get knocked out, you're out.
And
Okay.
did we know that
So-
before?
Yes.
Okay. So we're
Yeah.
playing laser tag. Right. Yeah.
It's a form of laser
Yeah.
tag.
With
Uh,
advantage, I'd still like to go for glory here. And I'm going to try to get his other knee.
Oh my God.
I'm
He's
gonna
not
go
going to be
for it.
able to fight in this insurrection, but you know.
Roll with advantage.
I know, but like I think it's important we take down Ograk. I can make him a splint. Okay, it's probably not going to hit anyway. That's only a 13.
That
No,
won't-
wait. No, it is 13.
That won't do it. You try to hit him in the knee. You end up Charlie horsing him, but you don't deal any damage. You hit him kind of in the thick thigh meat, not doing any damage. You feel like you might have hit him if you weren't trying to aim for the knee.
Gotcha.
Like you would have done some damage, but it didn't really work out that way.
Gotcha.
So Clyde, after you is Timothy. Timothy is going to come in here on Tassels 5, 10, 15. He's going to attack with advantage on Tassels here.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He crits.
Oh.
Going to be 7 damage to you, Tassels, and that's another mark for you.
Okay.
So
Well.
Gregor's been hit once. Tarkus has been hit once. Tassels has been hit twice. Ogrek's been hit 3 times. All right, got everything together here. Gregor's going to go now. He's just going to keep attacking you. Tassels is going to attack with advantage. Actually, he doesn't have advantage if Vivian's on his other side, so he's just going to attack the regular attack. He misses. Can you believe that? 11 doesn't hit you, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
11 hits me.
It does?
11 does?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, yeah, he hits you. You're going to
What's
take...
your AC is 11?
Yeah.
He's a
You're taking
wizard.
4 damage as he hits you again. You've been hit 3 times.
Let me double check. Yeah, I'm down.
The physical
But I will use my orc ability, which is called something like Kip Up or something. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
This was
Relent-
the guy we were
relentless-
going to send in to win it all.
Yeah.
I know.
Relentless endurance, which means that I have 1 health instead of 0.
You go to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Tarkus, you're up.
Physical wizard is more of a mindset than I think you guys realize.
Tarkus, you're
It's
up.
more of a state of being.
You still have, or you just let go of Ograk.
Yeah.
But you have advantage because you're not flanked.
I'm just concerned about Hat over here. If I were to move to here, am I going to take an attack of opportunity from Barry?
You are, yeah.
Wait. Can I speak even though it's not my turn?
Yes.
As an action?
Yeah.
Or you?
Tarkus, let's just put all our energy into Ograk.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm just gonna dive back onto Ograk like full tilt. I'm gonna grapple him and just try and just take him down as much as I can. So we're going back for Ograk. And
Okay.
I get to roll.
Roll with
2, I
advantage
believe.
to attack him. Yep.
Oh,
baby.
Big
Natty
time.
20.
numbers understudy.
Go ahead and roll your 2d4 and add your strength.
Is that your first nat 20?
That is my first nat 20.
That's awesome. Welcome
Here we
aboard.
go.
Can we give an applause to Tarkus for his first natty 20, everyone? Blast some emotes in that Discord, in the chat.
Come on, give it to him, baby. Give it to him. So that's 7 plus your strength is 4, so that's 11 damage, right?
Yep.
So here's what happens. You full on blast Ograk in the face and you knock him out on contact. You hit him in the temple. He goes
Yes.
right down and you follow through, and your punch is so powerful that you follow through and you hit Barry for 3 damage.
Yeah.
And then I would just like to yell out, "You're Dale and I'm the wall, brother."
So all right, Ograk is down.
He died at the row.
Viv. Oh, go ahead.
I would
Go
say just if I could use my bonus action just to kind of collect myself, and I'm concerned about Barry. So where am I now? Am I now in the square that Ograk was in?
No, you're still where you are, so you can take a 5-foot movement if you'd like and disengage, or you can stay engaged, with.
No,
with
I
this
think
guy.
I'd like to stay engaged with Barry, and I just want to make sure that I'm facing him. I'm conscious of him. I see you, Barry. I see you. I feel you.
He's seen.
Ready. Can we potentially, now that we've taken down the biggest guy, is there a chance? Can we roll? Can I roll a persuasion to try and appeal to the rest of the gang to join us? That we've taken down their biggest guy, and our cause is noble. Our cause is noble, and you could see how a little guy like him and a little guy like me took down the biggest guy you have, and that proved the power of companionship in a hostile oppressor.
Barry,
Can I, like, shout this out to the crowd and to the other fighters?
yeah, Barry is closer to you, so you hear what he says. He says, "Hey, man, look, more power to you, teamwork, companionship. That's great. I got a contract to fulfill. I gotta knock you out, brother. That's my goal, or I gotta get knocked out trying. That's all I'm trying to say. It's nothing personal."
And then he hits me in the face.
Viv,
I can't roll a persuasion on that.
no, these guys cannot be persuaded away from the contract that they are bound to. Viv, you're up.
I'm swinging in.
True professionals.
I've been
I respect
screwing
that.
around this whole time trying to pants people, and now we're swinging in.
All right, you're rolling with advantage on this guy. Yikes.
Yikers.
Oh no! Help!
All right, this guy's got your number. You've tried to pans him, so he knows exactly where you are. And when you go to swing, almost like he has a sixth sense, he ducks underneath it.
I need an
would you like
adult.
Would you like to make a movement, or are you good where you are?
No, I got to stay on him because Tassels might not be looking too hot over there.
Tassels, you're
real
up.
quick.
Okay. I am really, and this is a little bit of meta, I'm really trying to think of how Unseen Servant is going to get us out of this.
Oh, don't blow our chance. We got this under control.
But I don't know if we're there yet. The Unseen Servant, as of right now, just so you guys know, it followed us down here. I cast him. He lasts for an hour.
The Unseen Servant is down
And he's here
in the dungeon with
is
you.
5, 10, 15. He's 15 feet behind me. Just waiting for my mental command. Just to like have everyone on the same level that the Unseen Servant does exist.
Yeah.
Because he's already cast and he lasts for an hour and he follows me by 15. Our biggest distance that we can be apart is 15 feet.
The Unseen Servant is there with you currently.
And
unseen. But
yeah. Who is this?
That's Timothy.
That's Tim. That's old Timothy.
And this is
Gregor.
Right.
Clem.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Tim and Clem.
Tim Clem.
Oh
Dude, just bear down for midterm.
Bear down for
You
midterm.
just got
Yeah,
got
bear down
attack
for midterms.
baby.
What are
He won't be attacking with advantage because he himself is
Is flanked. No, okay.
Okay, well, I just gotta fucking hit him, I guess.
Who are we attacking?
Gregor.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit. Oh, baby.
Yes, the physical wizard shows up. Yeah, 1 hit point. Let's go.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll to hit this guy.
Oh my god. Okay, 2 plus
3, right? So
is
it's
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit this guy. He looks a little phased. He's a little phased. That brings us to Barry's turn. Barry's going to take another attack on you there, Tarkus. He's got a 17 to hit. I believe that hits you.
My AC is 18.
Is it really? Well, he misses you completely then. He deflects his fist off of your shield arm. You're able to kind of throw. Usually you have your shield on your arm, but as a reflex, you throw it up and you're able to actually just kind of put. Oh, wait, hold on. You don't have your shield, do you?
Yeah, that was kind of, I wasn't going to argue with you, but that was my question. My AC of 18, I don't know if that's counting my shield.
No, it is counting your shield, and your shield isn't on you because
Mm.
there's no weapons or shields allowed. But for this instance, because we kind of both spaced on it, on 17, we're going to say he misses you. But I'm going to...
Just for point of reference, what is my AC without my shield?
16.
Okay.
I'll factor that in on the next hit.
I'll take the hit. Okay, whatever.
No, sorry. I'll factor it on the next hit there.
Well, I'm not going to let him hit me again. I'm running then.
Clyde, you're up.
Okay. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd like to flank Barry. I'd like to say, so what I was trying to tell your friend is that the stakes are way higher than this individual battle. We need you guys on our side. And then I hit him.
All right, roll with advantage to attack.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Boy.
All right, roll me 2 d4s. Add your strength.
Okay. That is going to be a 7.
Okay, you hit Barry pretty hard. He's looking a little dazed. Still standing though.
Okay.
Timothy's up. He's gonna attack Tassles with advantage.
Oh no, Tassels.
He hits you. You are down and out for the count there, Tassels. So you are knocked out and you're out of this fight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move you over here.
I fear I did that to you.
And my unseen servant just
Gregor
disappears.
is gonna turn around and
Not that
attack
anyone's on.
you, Vivian.
Yeah, that's fair.
He misses completely. He tries to whirl around and swing at you. You see him as he's turning. You avoid his punch. Tarkus.
Oh man, I was hoping somebody else was going to take grapple duties here, but I guess not.
You thought it would be the gnome?
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna grapple this son-bitch.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Boom.
Got him.
So who are you trying to get?
Oh, sorry, Barry. Yeah, Barry.
Are you trying to scoop up Barry?
Yeah, I scooped him. He's been scoped.
Yeah, you actually do. You absolutely
I know.
do. You
I know.
scoop
Scoped him. I know. Scoped him.
You get Barry in a headlock, and he just says, "Oh my! At this point, what the hell?" Viv, you're up.
I'm swinging
Like,
in.
you are Dale. I am the wall.
We don't appreciate that this side of the Mason-Dixon.
Like
Statements
that at
like
all.
that.
Attacking Gregor. That's what's happening.
Yeah. A standard punch, if you will. Do I add proficiency too?
Yeah, you do.
18, my friend.
That hits, brother. Go ahead and roll some damage.
It's a D4. This is the first time
D4
I've hit
plus your
anybody.
strength. Yep.
Look at that. All right, 5. All right.
He actually is looking pretty rough. You guys have hit him 3 times. He's looking pretty bad.
I'll say, friend, please put that boot back on my friend Tassels. now, or else I'm knocking you out of this ring.
Like to see you try, he says, with a faraway look in his eyes. Barry's going to try and break your grapple there, Tarkus. Go ahead and roll another opposed grapple.
Uh-oh.
All right.
That's,
He's
what,
successful in
6
breaking
total?
he's successful in getting out of your hold, but that's his whole turn. He doesn't get to attack too. So you've kind of taken away his turn by grappling him successfully.
Nice.
But he is going to take a movement. He's going to 5-foot disengage this way and turn towards you.
Wuss.
That brings us to Clyde. You're up.
I step up to him.
Yeah, baby.
You
Go ahead
see,
and
if we
roll a
win
hit.
this fight, we get your help and your assistance in overthrowing this unruly regime. And then I hit him.
Go ahead. Roll the hit. Oh, my God.
Punctuation.
Clyde is critting, baby. Go ahead and roll double damage.
Damn.
Wow.
It's only 5.
5 damage to old Barry. He's looking really rough. They're both Gregor and Barry are both looking pretty rough. They're swelling up. They've got blood coming from their mouths. They're looking pretty bad. But that leads us to Timothy, who is yet to be hit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can't get all the way over there. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's just going to step up and hit you, Viv.
Yeah, heard that.
He misses completely. He just like totally whiffs. Again, these guys are trying to get acclimated as they're moving in, and you're reading their movements like an open book.
Timmy.
Gregor, though, 5, 10, 15, 20. 15, actually. Doesn't even have to get in there. He's just going to come around. He's going to attack you with advantage. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 7 damage as he hits you with a very good hit.
All
Kind
right.
of a body shot there.
Mhm.
So you've now taken...
I've taken 2 hits for 10 damage.
Tarkus. You're up again.
All right, can I get behind him?
Yes, you can.
All right, get up there. Is that a good?
You're gonna want to
where's
be
behind him? Is that-
right. Yeah, you're gonna want to be right there. Yeah. So you go ahead and roll with
Alright.
advantage to attack this guy. You got a very good
So that's 2 then.
2d20s. Take the highest roll.
That's a 12, and then with the add the 4, so 16.
Okay. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
And I think for the record, it is even more than that to hit when you're rolling your roll, right? You have
It is,
plus
yeah.
4 strength, plus 2 proficiency. So that would be
Yep.
18.
Oh, okay.
You come up behind this guy, Barry. You clock him in the back of the noggin, and he drops down to his knees and goes unconscious.
Beautiful.
That brings us to Viv.
Boom! I said.
All right.
Boom, I says.
I'm
Do you think he
5
got what I was
foot.
trying to tell him, Tarkus?
5-foot disengaged to the
Yeah.
side of Gregor. Go ahead and roll damage. Or sorry, roll to hit, I should say.
Yeah.
You're attacking Gregor there.
Yeah, that's gonna be not enough. 8.
Yep. Gregor kind of sees you coming, moves out of the way just in time, turns towards you. Back up to the top of the order, though. It's Clyde. There's two of these guys left. You got Timothy and Gregor here.
Just bam, bam. Is it possible? Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, I could move.
It's your
my
turn to
full-
grapple, brother.
I could move my full 25 to get here, but I would take an attack of opportunity because I'd have to come up the middle.
Yeah, you'll take 2, actually. No, sorry, just the one from Timothy.
Just the one. I
Yep.
will do that.
You'll take
Does he hit me?
6 damage, yeah, as he hits you on your way through.
Yikes.
I think that's the first time you've been hit, though, right?
It is, yeah. And I'm still at max health here, so I'm at,
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, Timothy hits you on your way there, but you get to attack with advantage on Gregor here. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So what I was telling your friend is that with your guys' help, and then I hit him. No, damn it. What is this? Come on. That's just going to be an 11.
It's not enough. He's able to kind of get out of the way. And he
Damn.
says, what I was telling your friend here is that you'll never hit me, and I'm actually really great at fighting.
Clyde, I
Okay.
think these guys on the bottom of this here map are cursed, as you would say.
Timothy's coming around. He's gonna flank you there, Viv, and he's gonna attack with advantage.
They took Tassels.
Wait, does he get advantage
boot.
with the previous way you were rolling if I am flanking his friend?
So
oh,
Gregor,
no, he's not
Gregor
being flanked,
won't.
though.
Right,
You're right.
Gregor won't get advantage, but Timothy will. But
Gotcha.
he rolled a 7 and a 1, so that's a 12 to hit.
Does
that hit?
Not going to do it.
All right, you guys are just like trading kind of like air punches at this point.
Oh, Tim. I'm coming for you last. You're going to watch all your friends fall, and then I'm going to pants you.
Gregor's able to hit you though with a 16 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do.
He deals 7 damage as he hits another kind of like critical there, like a big hit.
I'm
on
coming.
the,
I am coming for
inside.
Gregor. You stinker.
Tarkus, it's your turn.
Could you is Tassel's boot still on the map, or was it put back on him?
It's like right here.
Okay, good to know. That's good. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna pop down. Actually, can I just get behind this person here?
You sure can. Make it a flank chain. That's what we like to call it here.
Dude,
in the
look at this lineup. This is
like a
insane.
damn conga
I
line.
saw
Yeah,
a
right.
film about this. I didn't like it.
And so because I'm flanking, so I get to swing with advantage, correct?
You do.
Yeah.
Mike, did this film have sequels by any chance? Just checking.
Not that
Make
I
we're on
saw.
the same page. All right, very good. I'm glad to hear it.
And
Yeah,
then
roll
I'm
with
gonna
advantage there, John.
I'm gonna roll advantage, and I'm gonna bellow. I'm gonna scream for the physical wizard,
Yes. Do it.
and then that's gonna put me at 19.
All right, go ahead and roll some damage on this guy.
So sick.
Ah.
So that's
Take-
6 damage. It's the first time you hit him, and he like notices you, and he says, "Who the hell are you?" Viv.
I said my friend was trying to tell you something. You can
Hell
listen.
yeah.
I'm
Hell
swinging
yeah.
on Gregor. What happens here? Do I have advantage now because the flanked didn't flank the flanker?
No, you don't have advantage.
This
You're
is regular.
currently flanked.
I'm just
That's
in the
right.
fray.
Yep.
But you are providing advantage for both of us.
Correct.
Clyde has advantage, and Tarkus has advantage. Those are the two people who have advantage right now.
I'll
They're
tell
on
you
the
what,
side
that
of the
once
chart.
again is going to be 8.
Yeah, Gregor's got your number, brother. He dodges your hit. Takes us back to the top of the order. That's Clyde.
I can't stress enough how much we need your. And then I attack him.
Roll the advantage there.
Okay, that is going to be a 15.
Roll some damage.
Yes. Okay. Thank goodness. It's going to be 5 damage.
You hit him, and he looks woozy, but he is still standing. Gregor is still up.
Okay.
But he looks very bad. That brings us to Timothy's turn. Timothy, I think, is going to break the cycle here. I think he's going to 5-foot disengage here, turn, and attack you, Vivian.
Checks out.
So now
You
20.
take an attack of opportunity from me for doing
He's
that?
5-foot disengaging.
So if he takes his whole move action instead of
okay.
moving 30 feet to just move 5 feet, he can do it carefully enough to avoid
Gotcha.
incurring the attack of opportunity.
You're taking 8 damage here, Viv.
All right, I'm still up.
Okay. This guy is just pounding on you. He keeps getting body shots in. Feels bad. You feel your organs start to swell a little bit. Gregor's going to go too. Gregor says, I'm going to 5-foot disengage. These guys are getting smart. This guy's flanking you now. He's going to attack with advantage.
All right.
He's going to hit.
Yep. I only have 2 HP left, so.
He puts you down.
Yep, that's it.
Oh,
Viv,
no.
Viv goes down. Put him to the side here. That brings us to Tarkus. We got 2 of each
boy.
people in the. This is getting down to the wire here. Two people here.
We have the right to
Right.
live, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. I'm moving behind here. And then this is Timothy, I believe.
That's right.
Tim. I'm sure we'll see what happens. I'm flanked, so I get to. Can I grapple with advantage?
You're not
So
flanking.
you're not
'cause-
flanking him right now.
Mhm.
His
I'm not.
buddy is in front of him. Vivian is
Okay.
unconscious over to the side here.
Yeah.
So you're just rolling a d20. You can try and grapple him, or you can try and hit him. Your call.
I want to. Hey, you know what? If it ain't broke, we're gonna grapple.
All right.
Yeah,
Baby.
buddy.
What's your strength is very high. This guy also rolled a very high roll, but unless he rolled a nat 20, he wasn't going to beat you because your
Yes,
strength is so high.
dude.
So he tries really hard. He's like the healthiest of the two left, and he gives you a run for your money. And you think for a second you might not actually be able to get him, but at the last second, like in a great arm wrestling match, you slam that wrist down to the counter. You grab him up. You've got him. He's toast. Back up to the top, Clyde. You're up.
Tarkus
Okay.
under grapple.
So I see under grappling, and I respect that if I go to attack him, I would get advantage. But I think it's important that we try to take out the guy who's looking woozy.
Gregor
right
is
here.
like literally like swaying on his feet.
So Clyde steps up.
That's
and
the
he
move.
says, "Yep." And he says, "Even though you will lose this fight, I hope we can count on your allegiance in this upcoming battle, my friend." And then I whop him good.
All right, roll me a d20 to hit.
Damn it.
Oh,
My rolls are so hot and cold, baby. That's a 9.
like a drunken master, he uses his momentum to sway out of the way at the last moment. Timothy's turn. He's going to try and break the grapple there. Tarkus, go ahead and roll me an opposed grapple check.
Oh, it's good.
It's good. It's got to be good.
That's a
18,
20.
yeah?
It's a 20 because you get to add your proficiency
20,
to your
okay.
athletics check.
Okay.
He rolls poorly. You've got him still. He flails hopelessly against your.
You're damn
your
right. You're damn
stronghold.
right.
That brings us to Gregor, who's actually just going to turn and, like, with his
Oh,
last little bit of HP here, he's going to try and take a swing on you, Clyde. He's going to hit you.
Okay.
He deals 7 damage as he like follows that drunken master momentum into a big hit. You've been hit twice now.
Yep.
But that brings us to Tarkus. You've got this guy Timothy in a lock. You can attack him with advantage if you'd like.
I would like to do that.
Okay, roll 2 d20s. Give me the highest result. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
you're rolling hot right now.
It's a 22 to hit. That's going to hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for me. D4 plus your strength.
My strength is 4. Yeah.
Yeah, you body check this guy again. He feels it, but you can see he's still up. He's still going strong. Clyde.
Clyde's got no quips. He's frustrated. He said what he needs to say. He's just going to try to land the punch. It's a nat
Oh, no.
1. It's a nat 1.
All right, you over extend, and he's actually going to get an AOO as you overextend a little bit here.
Oh.
He hits.
Oh,
Do you know
For-
this?
Because
4
you didn't
damage.
have a quip.
Okay.
That brings us to Timothy. He's going to try and break the grapple again here. Tarkus, go ahead and roll an
Tarkus, you
opposed
need to
grapple.
carry us home.
He rolled very low. Don't roll a 1. You should be all right.
come on.
Yeah. You keep him grappled. He's struggling, but you got a 16. He rolled a 2. He's starting to give up hope he's ever going to get out of this grapple. You've got him thinking he's toast here. Gregor is going to again take a swing on you there. He misses this time with a
Oh.
12.
Okay.
Come on, Clyde.
And it's Tarkus's turn here. Tim's still up. Gregor's still up. You guys are getting to the end here.
I'm swinging big on Tim. I get advantage, yeah, because he got
Sure do.
grappled. I don't like it, but so That's 12.
12 actually hits him. Go ahead and roll some damage on this guy.
Oh.
Dude, yes, Tarkus.
Tarkus.
Take us home.
Tarkus.
Okay, so that's 6 damage. Tim's looking pretty bad here, but he's still standing. You've got to give him credit. He is a stout dude. Takes us back to the top of the order. Clyde, you're up.
I'm just
Okay. Tim, okay. Tim is the one he's grappling.
Yep, and then Gregor's in front of you. They both look pretty bad, but Gregor has caused you a lot of consternation here.
I know he has, and part of me feels like Clyde would take that personally and just need to settle this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's going to play the smart move. And if they're both looking rough, I think he's going to move up in the middle.
How are you looking, Clyde?
I'm at 5 hit points.
Okay, so you're looking a little rough yourself.
Yeah, but I'm going to take the advantage, I hope, against Tim.
If you step there, you will not have well, you will still have advantage because Tarkus is grappling him. So but not because of your position. You can go ahead and attack him with advantage because of the grapple.
Okay, well in that case then,
You can 5 foot here, or
that
like
doesn't really help me, does it? Either way, it's the same.
Can I yell out to him like, come here and smack this idiot, all right?
Yeah. In that case, then no, I'm stepping right up here.
Yeah.
I think it's the same either way, statistically speaking.
If you have advantage, then that's what you want.
Because even if I'm right here, like this guy doesn't get advantage. Oh no, he would if I step right in the middle.
Gregor will have advantage. Timothy
Okay,
will obviously.
so then I will stand here and I still
Yep.
get advantage because he's grappled, right?
Great. Yep. You
Okay.
can go ahead and attack Timothy there.
Okay, give me the juice. That's going to be a 15.
Finish this guy.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be 5 damage.
Yeah. So you're attacking Timothy.
Lights out.
You just plant one on the jaw.
Yeah, I want to go like flat fist to just right the center of his face. Just a quick pop. Just smash his nose flat.
Quick, efficient, and he is out.
Tiny fists.
I want to
Timothy-
feel the crunch of his cartilage in the nose. I want it flattened.
Yeah,
Okay.
you break the whole front of his. It's just gushing blood.
Perfect.
You feel the body go limp, Tarkus. You're able to just toss him aside. Gregor is gonna go. He's got one last hurrah.
Okay.
He is gonna turn. He's gonna try and get on the other side. 5, 10. He's trying to get on the other side of Tarkus, make him work for it. And he's gonna try and put you down there, Clyde.
Okay.
It's a nat 20.
Oh.
He's just had my number.
Yeah, he's actually gonna put you down. He deals 9 damage.
Yeah.
As he
I'm
comes up
laid
behind
out.
you. All right, it's
Man.
1-on-1. Gregor is
Tarkus!
looking
Tarkus,
really bad, but his
take
drunken
us
master
home.
style has been working for him. Tarkus, you see, he puts your friend down. It's just you and him.
Can
What
I
do you
get
do?
behind him? Can I get behind him
Let's see.
to here? From here. I think that.
Well, yeah, you can definitely get there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get there. Yeah, no question. You can go ahead and attack him. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Get him, buddy.
Get him.
Get him. Well, no
But they're-
advantage though, right?
No,
I thought
but
I got
a
behind him.
10 plus 6. He needs to be surrounded, like on both sides, opposite sides, to be flanked.
Okay, cool. Well,
but-
just re-roll the whole thing. It's fine. Yeah. Or
Well,
what
it's
do you?
still
I think we'll keep
16, even
we'll
with
keep
a
that
10.
first roll. That 16 is good. It's gonna hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
That's still 5 damage. So
Ooh.
here's what happens. Gregor comes up from behind Clyde, trying to get a tactical advantage, getting a little space between him and Tarkus. He puts his elbow in the back of Clyde's head and knocks him unconscious. As soon as he does, Tarkus moves into the space that Clyde once was in, steps gingerly over his body, and with no ceremony, plants a punch on the bottom of Gregor's jaw that sends him sprawling unconscious to the floor. Tarkus stands alone in a field of unconscious men after a melee brawl.
Yeah.
The crowd goes wild. Henry cheering louder than anyone else. Everyone is stoked for your win, and that's where we'll end it for the night.
Big time.
Yes. Can a bard be in the corner playing Home Sweet Home?
There's some real
Tarkus screams aces and then goes and grabs a joint off of Tassels' unconscious limp body,
Yes.
sparks it up, and then just throws it into the crowd
Yeah.
Big time.
and says, "That's why you will join us." And then the
And
curtain comes down.
That's a good place to stop. You guys cruise through.
Dude, for the
That was a tough
proletariat,
fight.
you know, for the hard working
Oh, boy.
class.
That's right. That's
That was
right.
a tough fight. That was
Wow.
a tough fight.
I'm
was big
really,
time.
really glad we didn't go with the one person.
Well, yeah.
Electing the wizard to the fist fight when you have a fighter in your party is pretty hilarious.
But there's a lot of
Yeah.
talk about physicality of this wizard, and he's got me believing
Well, someone in the chat did mention that he's actually a physiological wizard.
Yeah.
I think that was actually Mike.
That was
you know?
me.
Yeah.